Bro, as soon as I switch the scene over, it's like, all right. Hope you guys don't mind waiting 30 seconds. Holy shit. Yo, you trying to grow your stream faster? Dude, I'm so popular with the kickbots. I get them when I'm off stream. I get them when there's no live stream to watch. That's how fucking cool I am, dude.
You will develop the mental effects. There is a rapid...
Gamers, if you have a fiance, if you have a girlfriend, or a boyfriend, turn to them right now. And tell them, I'm watching radio news without you. Just fucking like, move your head really fast, aggressively like a prom queen. You're like, hey.
The body's sense of time. The body's natural clock.
I'm watching radio news without you.
Realistically speaking, they are nothing more nor less than a period of insanity.
I wish I didn't have to work early tomorrow.
Of insanity.
All right. J Station Attorney Trilogy. Oh, fuck. How you guys doing? We already got Squiggly here. Hell yeah, dude. 2 minutes of gameplay and 3 hours of yapping incoming. I know, right? That's all the Ace Attorney streams are at this point. Like, part of me is like, okay, I better lock in and like not read chat and do anything besides play the game. But another part of me is like, but these games make such good chatting streams. Why would I do anything else? I forget that fucking reshade is a nightmare with OBS for whatever reason. Well, not for whatever reason, but still. Hold on, turn the shit on. Turn my fucking controller on. Turn my fucking controller on. Look at this shit. Now it looks like a TV. Looks like an anime. Now it looks like a game. Okay. I think it was this one, Turnabout Goodbyes. It looks familiar. May 15th, so I gotta imagine it is, right? I mean, the other one's from fucking, I think this is when I was making the video. We most definitely were on the final day. I remember that for sure. Murder weapon that was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, Mr. Von Karma says, okay, I think we saved there at a specific point. Isn't there like a question and answer coming up? Don't I gotta show some evidence or some shit? As Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely. Oh, okay. This is where, all right. This is where we slander Manfred Von Karma, dude. This is where Von Karma gets what he fucking deserves. And Phoenix Wright turns around, whips out the pistol. Fucking society! She like shoots him in the head. Manfred got what he fucking deserved. Jesus Christ. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked the second bullet. No, it's your mom. No, it's your mama. Thank you for subscribing, dude. It's not my mom. It's your mom. It's like the fucking like MGS2 schizo post, the 12-minute like Kojima schizo post at the end of MGS2. Fucking, it's not my fault. It's not your fault. Fucking Rose all condescending. It's not my mom. Oh my god. That is so awesome. No! It's your mom. All we have is a single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim. Tisk. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter. First name, last name. Dude, some of these YouTube guys have the most amazing names of all time. Holy shit. That's so badass. First name, last name. It's like the last name Faker. Every time I hear somebody with like the last name Faker, I imagine some like German guy coming onto a boat in the United States, and they're like, all right, sir, what's your last name? And he thought he was clever, and he's like, Faker. And fucking like they just wrote it down. They're like, okay, that's a weird last name. Like went with it. There's like a whole like several generations of people descending from that guy, and their last name is Faker. I'm a faker. Like, God, how did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. My other favorite last name is Shoemaker, by the way, because like that implies that like somebody was so proud of making shoes that like when they immigrated here, either here to the US or some other country, and they were like formally documented, they were like, I want to be known as the Shoemaker, god damn it. So they fucking made their last name Shoemaker. And it just goes on. Everybody in my fucking lineage will know I made shoes, god damn it. Episode 4 has taken months to beat. I know, right? Oh, nice. The Saul Goodman game. Episode 5 will take a year minimum. I don't even know if we'll play episode 5. I really want to because it has new game mechanics and stuff, but we're not going to get to it. I'm pretty sure we're going to have to like lock in, beat episode 4 real quick. This is like the last day, and then fucking like never touch Ace Attorney again. Look at all the chat messages flooding in. Holy shit. This is why Ace Attorney was a bad idea. We're getting the Clussy fever with this one, not this one. I think that's Ace Attorney 2, isn't it? Or is that Ace Attorney 3? It's one of like the earlier Phoenix Wright games for sure. What's good, Rainin? Saul Goodman game. You can have no name as a name in Mongolia. No name. God forbid the name Dildo Maker. Is there a human being with the last name Dildo Maker? There's no way. It's the guy who owns like Bad Dragon or some shit. I gotcha. Fuck. Hold on. It's been a while since I did the anime voice. I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident? What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection? I'm sorry, Maya. What? It looks like I was wrong. Nick, if the second bullet wasn't there, then all of my conjectures are for nothing. No, but you said you'd do it, Nick. You said you're declared innocent. I'm sorry. It's just, when I saw the photograph, I thought the 2 shots had been fired. Giru Tonaidu, my queen. That's the clown, right? Dude, if Ace Attorney is impossible to stream now, imagine when this channel like inevitably gets bigger. Like it's gonna be, I'm gonna have to like turn on-screen chat off and just log in and have a thing on the screen that says I am not reading chat. Holy fuck. I was so certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person. So no, I don't mind it though. These Ace Attorney streams are such badass chatting streams. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot, but now I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years. Nick. Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth. Precisely. I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far? Oh, fuck. I forgot about the Linkar voice. Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any objections? Looks like the victim got shot. How about the second bullet? Sir, they've been shot. They're dead. No, I do not. So you killed your father, though that was not your intention. Yes, I did. Oh no. He's accepted the guilt. Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here. Right now. Indeed. Raiden, what's good? How you doing, DNM? I'm doing pretty good already. This this stream's already starting off super tight, but I'm pretty confident we might not finish it tonight. The fact that like as soon as I booted it up, I saw like 8 chat messages swiping in. I'm like, uh-oh. We're never gonna finish this game. The problem is this game requires so much reading, and like the text that's on the screen is actually both fun to read and interesting. It's not like a Monster Hunter Wilds cutscene where I could just talk over it. So unfortunately, I gotta like toss back between the game and chat, and it makes the game take exponentially longer. Why does the guy with the beard look like the guy from Dragon Ball? He does. Oh my god, he fucking does, dude. Does anyone have any objections? What's his name? I was just a few days ago, I was considering watching Dragon Ball, not Dragon Ball Z, but like the actual like first series, the like really old one. And I'm like, I think if I want to watch Dragon Ball, I might start there. It sounds interesting. Maybe I'll try it. If I don't vibe with it, I'll start with Z like everybody else. But I mean, I don't know. We'll see. I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There are so many things I should be saying, but my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words. Mr. Wright, I have an objection. Your Honor, I object. Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object? Ooh, I don't know. His case is perfect. It must exist. The second bullet. Miles Edgeworth when kilometer Edgeworthless comes in. No. Dragon Ball deadbeat dad leaves his son to fight gods because he wanted. I know, right? And then Dragon Ball Z, like his fucking brother he never knew about, comes to his planet and is like, what the fuck, dude? You were supposed to destroy this place. Why did you become their friends? But what? What did you just say? Nothing. The second bullet must exist? But where? Someone took it. It seems waiting is not going to produce any answer from Mr. Wright. Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet, it existed. What? But we've just heard proof that it did not exist. I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. The longest playthrough in Ace Attorney history returns. I know, right? Oh, fuck. The bullet has hit the second person. That's true. The bullet. No, what happened was the bullet came out of the gun, turned around, went back in the gun, then got shot. Got shot again. It was like a boomerang bullet. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened. But the murderer. The second place must exist, but where? The Pentagon? Oh fuck. The murderer. Then tell us just who is this murderer? I'm still thinking about that one. So the criminal took the second bullet, but why? Huh? First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some... You know what? We haven't used this in a long time. Hold on. Where is it?
Care to explain?
All right, cool. That was kind of mandatory for this very moment. Okay. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet? Okay, let me see if I can refresh my memory on what the hell happened. So I remember Edgeworth thinks he killed his dad. And there's a bullet hole in his dad. But there's also a bullet hole in the mirror. I mean, not the mirror, but in the glass. So, 2 9/11 jokes in a row. I saw an arc video. Hold on. Let me show you guys this, actually. I'm going to try to make this really fast. But, This was a video that like non-ironically caught me off guard, and I sent it to Ivan. And the worst part is Ivan didn't react like in the slightest. So I was like, did he watch it? Did he assume it was like something cursed or something like that? But like this video actually caught me fucking off guard. I'm like, okay, what's going on here? What's going on here? Okay, he's on a turtle. He's being chased, you know? All right. I think I see what's going on here. He's trying to like escape it from the cliff. Then he comes down. It's all right. All right, he escaped the Allosaurus and then fucking. Oh my God. The fact that it came out of nowhere was like got me. Like I was like, okay, well, this has got to be building up to something, right? And then it starts flying. The music kicks in. You see two ominous structures. And simultaneously I feel bad for laughing, but also like it caught me so off guard that like I couldn't help it. It's like, what the I also think I broke my spacebar on my keyboard. Bro, I know, right? That's so good. It was mostly funny because it came completely out of fucking nowhere. Just like, you think it's gonna be something else. I think it was also like the comedic timing of it was really expertly executed because the music kicks in and then the turtle starts flying and the music's loud. It's like, I guess not inspirational, but like it's aspirational, and then it just starts fucking flying and you're like, what's it flying towards? And then you see two tech towers in Ark and I'm like, okay. The turtle must be hiding. Fucking stupid. I'm trying to fucking remember. I know where the bullet is, like, just so everybody knows, I know where the bullet is. I'm just trying to remember how you get to that conclusion. So this one's taken from his heart, right? So obviously there's a second bullet hole. Wait, the murderer had to find it. The murderer didn't need it. The murderer most likely assumed he hit Edgeworth. Because my line of thinking here is like, see it coming from, obviously it came from the glass, right? Somebody was pressed up against the elevator and was like, all right. Fucking like, and they just, I guess they assumed the bullet, or no, wait. No, never mind. 9/11 is the new Rickroll. Honestly, I was when I was in Vegas, like hanging out with family, that was something I had to explain to like my older relatives. The fact that like 9/11 memes are already like resurfacing. I'm the abrupt 9/11 memes because I heard of like the live action How to Train Your Dragon. Like I never seen it, but apparently there's a meme where like fucking Toothless flies into the fucking like Twin Towers, stupid shit like that. And it's like, we're already in like 9/11 meme season. Like, what the fuck? It's been confirmed that it was a giant turtle. I think 9/11 is genuinely the new Rickroll, though. I'm gonna get a pizza. Call me Pepino or some shit. I don't know. Pepino. No. Okay. Hold on. Let me reevaluate. Who the fuck is this guy? Oh, that's his dad. I'm like, who the fuck is that guy? Let me reevaluate what's going on. So, no, wait. I think I was right. Cause I'm flip-flopping now. Cause on one hand, I could see somebody pressing the pistol against the glass and like trying to shoot through it. On the other hand, I can see the pistol, like it went off when Edgeworth threw it, right? So I can see the bullet, but it presumably hit his dad, right? So like, but we know it fired a second time. Did it fire a second time after Edgeworth threw it? Like the writing in these games is actually really good. I'm gonna say, you know what, we can save scum it if we need to. I'm gonna say the murderer didn't need it. Has spent the time to look for that stray bullet. I haven't got a clue. Oh. Wait, was it established they spent the time? Who says they spent time looking for it though? Because like, oh wait, fuck. Actually, maybe yeah, that does make sense. The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true. Had to take it. The murderer had to take it? What does that mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken. Saw the thumbnail, had to click. Legit thought the bullet hole was dirt on my screen. That's happened to me a few times. I watched videos where like there was a Trevor Wallace comedy video where there's a very, very small portion of the frame of his camera that had like a smudge mark on it. It's almost invisible, but like it's almost invisible, but I noticed it. So throughout the whole skit, that smudge mark is there. And like it looked like a regular like little black speck, and I'm like, huh, something must be on my phone. So I just kept rubbing it as the video was playing, and I kept rubbing it and rubbing it and rubbing it, and I got really fucking confused. I'm like, why is this shit not coming off? And then the video ended and I tapped on another one and the smudge was gone. And I'm like, oh shit. Saw the thumbnail, had to click. I'm gonna need the full thumbnail pic. the Devil May Cry 3. Some grandma witnessing 9/11 and developing PTSD, and then they see their grandchildren laughing at 9/11 memes. I know, right? I mean, it's kind of the inverse of Rickroll if you think about it, because like Rickroll at first was like a perfectly innocent thing, and then it was made like, and then it was made into like a PTSD like scarring thing. It's like, fuck, I got Rickrolled. Like fucking. So I think I think it's kind of like a reversal, like a Una reversal in like the meme world. My vape is shot and there's no other nicotine in my position. I'm gonna finna crash out here soon. I know I'm addicted. I mean, that happens to anybody who like says yes to one of those. You just get addicted, like hooked right away. I have never done it myself, but I've heard stories from people who have. They're like, you smoke it once and you're immediately hooked. And I'm like, there's no way it's actually like that. But like then I meet consecutive person after person after person after person who vapes, and they all have the same thing. It's like, I just said yes one time and I haven't been able to stop since. And I'm like, whoa, holy fucking shit. You know what I mean? So it happens to like a lot of people. Think crazy, says the ghost of my dead mentor. I am literally insane. Do you have the link to the thumbnail pic? I need it for my collection. Where can I upload that shit? Can't you like upload a picture to Discord and then like host like a link to it or something? Hold on. Fucking, by the way, I sent it to Ivan, and once again he did not respond, which kind of pissed me off. Hold on, let me search through it. I'm going to post it on Discord and then see if I can put like the Discord link in the chat or something like that. I think you can host files on Discord that way. I've seen people do that, but I've never really like tried it myself. Fucking Hawk and Tua. Hawk and Tua. Okay, hold on. So what I call it? I most likely called it Ace Attorney. Oh yeah. Okay. Ace Attorney. Fuck it. You want it in 4K? Let's see if I can upload the 4K one. No, I forgot Discord changed this shit. All right, give me a second. Give me a second. It's so stupid, dude. It's so fucking stupid. I hate that Discord does that. You used to be able to just drag shit into and then like you can't do that for whatever fucking reason. For that one dude. And then copy message link. Is that a thing you can do? Can I post that in chat? Cropped porn, my beloved. Damn. It's not cropped porn. It's Hawk and Tua. No, that's not a proper link, is it? I think that just goes to my Discord. Yeah, hold on. Just copy link. Okay, hold on. The message link or like... Not message link. I'm not seeing them. I'm not seeing like a copy link button though. Speak message.
Said for that one dude.
Where is it? Apps. Copy text. I mean, it's gonna copy that. I don't know. I guess I'll just post like a Discord link. I don't fucking... Hold on. Hit and use the copy button. Oh, well, there's no reason to hide it, dude. Just link and not message link. I'm so confused. Like, where is the fucking link? Oh, wait, maybe I right click it? No, wait. Shit. Do I already have the developer settings enabled? Because I remember there's like a developer setting thing too. Right click on image. Oh, I think I see what you mean. Oh yeah, copy link. There we go. There we go. Yeah, because I remembered there was something like that. Why do I see running Ocelot? I didn't realize how low res that Edgeworth was. Okay, there you go. So it's because I'm actually thinking of banning Kobe Mitchell. I'm not gonna lie. This guy was like, "Have you developed actual romantic feelings for a fictional character?" And I'm fucking sitting here, and I mean, I said this as a meme, but I'm like, I was about to say no. However, Revolver Ocelots. I think if we scroll up, I had a poll. He's winning. He's fucking winning. Chun-Li, I think, currently is in second place. She got like 2% more votes than everybody else, but Revolver Ocelot's winning by the majority. You're pretty good. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't post a Discord link because the Discord is a total shit show. Besides like the occasional message from the people in the chat right now, I don't know how some of these people got in here. That's the funny thing. It's a members only Discord, so they must have joined before I had my YouTube memberships and then like started posting afterwards, some weird shit like that. But like the funny thing is they'll post like image macro, like no offense, I'm not trying to bully anybody. They'll post like image macros and shit like this, and it's like, ask me any anime opinion, I'll answer. And I always answer ironically because it's like, why would I ever give it why would I give a genuine like fucking stupid shit? Bro, Edgeworth, the man worth edging. Bro thinks we don't know he already has a harem of Ocelot body pillow. I will soon. Hold on. I will soon. Fuck. Okay, cool. No, I'm probably gonna ban Kobe Mitchell and like probably do like a little bit of cleanup. Probably be all like, all right, this shit's kind of gay. She sponged on my bob till I square in my pants. She dropped on my deck till I flop like a fish, dude. It's stupid. Most of Overwatch mentioned. It wasn't Overwatch, it was Marvel Rivals. I just thought it was funny. Some dude was like, ah, in the chat, and I just followed up with that, and everybody else started joining in. Loving you is complicated. Okay, hold on. Mr. Wright. Yeah, yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing. We're definitely not finishing this game tonight. I'm thinking this might be the final Ace Attorney stream. Whether we finish it or not, we're gonna find something else to do on Thursdays. Because this is your stream just popped up on my YouTube front page as someone who's super hyper fixated on Ace Attorney right now, and whose favorite character is unironically Manfred von Karma. I had to check it out. Von Karma is easily one of my favorite characters too. I think as far as like an antagonist goes, he is so cool. This music is oddly fitting for well, the murderer had no intention of taking a bullet from the scene, but the murderer had to take that bullet. Can't have, Mr. Wright. What do you mean? Well, for instance, maybe the bullet hit the murderer Stroke of genius, dude. The bullet hit the murderer. Just saying, for instance, I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there, you know? And then this is where this case got crazy when I was playing through it for the first time. I'm like, wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's really what happened? The only antagonist I know is Edgeworth. Phoenix and the rest are just leaning on their desks waiting for Rain to press the button. Yeah. They're like, fucking press that A button, motherfucker. Oh, let me get this straight. So at the time of the murderer themselves was shot, and they left the second bullet still inside of them, thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime? Yes, I guess that's how it would work, yes. But there's a problem with that. The other two people rescued from that elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yanni Yogi, are both unharmed. So that would mean the murder came from outside, yeah. The two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. What's up? How you doing, Penne? Pistol discharges and the bullet goes to his dad. Bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Wait, am I actually kind of... Oh, fuck. Oh, man. Chat is so goddamn funny. It's like I was saying earlier. Like, I like talking to all you guys because all of you guys are so goddamn funny. With the minor exception of like that Kobe mentioned on like Warlord and like the occasional like guys like those. For real, dude. Agent 47. Manfred von Karma is hot. I know, right? Chat, hear me out. Been better? Oh, that sucks. I know who the murderer is, isn't it? Sig Peter. Shit drop safety. That's true, dude. What is this Ains Ool gown level bullshit and still making it through? Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside. And finishes the job. Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you're grasping, and yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say. Finally, someone who agrees. I think, didn't we have a stream where like we came up with a hypothetical situation of like somebody was like fisting somebody else, and I think Manfred von Karma was involved. Wasn't it like Edgeworth? Wasn't it like Edgeworth and like Gumshoe like fucking together, and then Gumshoe cheats on Edgeworth for like Manfred or something like that? Some stupid shit like that. What are you saying? Deny it, deny it. No one involved with the incident was wounded. Oh my god. There was no murderer. I got some weird thing in my arm. Some weird thing. No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right, I can't think of anyone. Hey, Nick, I just thought of something really crazy. Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday? Did you get that, weird 5G? Shit, I gotta pull up another video, hold on. God damn it. Okay. Where's that video? Shit, I wish I could find it. There was this like 100% ironic video of a dude all like, hey, here's all the here's all the things that's in your corona mask, and he pulls out like a little like microchip And he's like, this is what they're using to track you, dude. And then like he pulls out like a pen and paper and he's like, this is what they're using to keep track of your prescriptions, dude. Then he pulls out like an entire like DSLR camera and he's like, this is how they're recording you, dude. Like out of like those little like paper thin masks. Your ass feels loose. No. Who else has been here, Gumshoe? Holy shit. I'm dropping shit constantly. Holy shit. We've only been streaming for 30 minutes. Reminds me of that one time when one guy went to the ER because he sucked doing 2V. I got some weird thing in my arm. Yeah, some weird small lump doing to try to dry it out with disinfectant alcohol before anyone asks. Yes, I am stupid. Inside the mask, an FBI agent comes out like a fucking clown car. That would be cool if they got that working. I wish I could find that. Hold on. Oh shit. Why wasn't it typing? Hold on. Let's see if we can find it together. Hold on. I hope I find the video and not like a bunch of non-ironic videos all like they're tracking you with the mask. Okay, it looks like your usual slop, which is very unfortunate. It's definitely not any of these videos because it's a dude and the only part you can see of him is his hands. It's a dude and his hands on like a top of a table and there's screen's covered. There's a dude with his hands on like the camera pointed at the table. He's got the mask on the left and he's like, this is what they're putting in your mask, dude. He cuts it open with some scissors and pulls out, like I said, the microchip, then the like pen and paper, like the camera, and then like progressively larger and more ridiculous things as it goes on. Underwear face mask. Oh. Oh, fuck, the little shit stain. Oh my God. An FBI agent comes out of the mask. Oh, fucking Grossberg. Gregory Edgeworth. Hold on. I think he had like the Redditor thing, right? Gregory Edgeworth built a Roseworth perfect trial record. Who is the lady with the whip? She would definitely peg Gumshoe. Isn't that Manfred's daughter? Von Karma's daughter. I low-key like these kind of streams, like a Casey type of stream, just the guy there on the camera. Love you, Rain. I love these streams too. It's funny how Ace Attorney is a vehicle of like not playing the game and just talking to chat for whatever reason. It's literally just we pause on the same screen for 20 minutes talking about whatever. Then we finally play like bits and pieces of the game and then something else comes up in chat. I think it's funny. I have a lot of fun with it. It is his daughter or some shit. Yeah. It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Yes, an unusual event for the man. Hopefully you guys can understand what the fuck I'm saying through my mic. I feel like I'm doing this voice wrong. We are more interesting than the game itself. I don't know if I want to say that because the game is really interesting, but in a brutally honest way, yeah. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in many years of prosecuting. What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock, but took it because he was injured? Which would mean Von Karma is like in that Breaking Bad episode where fucking Mike Ehrmantraut gets beat up by all those dudes and wakes up in Mexico. So shit. It could only mean one thing. He was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. It was Von Karma. Oh man. All right, I got my pizza. What weird shit did I come back to this time? I was trying to recall the last. Damn, Von Karma made a fucking patty. Oh fuck. Oh. I think when they introduce her, she's like 16 or something like that. So maybe not, but 1 hour in Ace Attorney is 7 years on Earth. I know, right? I wish the chick I was seeing found me more. Oh, that sucks. Nah, that's all good. Dude, I wish I had more pizza. Nah, it's it. I mean, that's just how it is. Some people just won't see you for what you are, but the most important thing is that you see the value in yourself. You know what I mean? Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You seem dazed. No, Your Honor. Well, you have indicated a possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect? Uh-oh. Should I come out and say it now? I kind of want to save scum, but let's not do it. Mr. Wright, let me get in that case, yo. I got the best evidence to expose the murderer. Oh, fuck. There is a suspect. One lone suspect. Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect? Erk. My hands are shaking. Oh, they don't want me to say it this early. Okay. Von Karma. Oh, maybe they do. Von Karma. Oh, save scum. Your chat's telling me to save scum. Why have chicks when you can have cock? I'm sorry. No, that's understandable. In Japan, they got these chicks with cocks. Fucking stupid. You mean D. Von Karma, the prosecutor, the one standing right over there? Fucking hell, the pizza is hot to myself. No shit, it's hot. It just came out of the oven. Fucking hell, dude. You don't object? I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection? I'm using a fan to cool it off. Nah, the winning strat is to purchase an air conditioner and then install it in your window. But like purchase the wrong one. You get a sliding window, but you get one for a gliding or no, you get one for a double hung window and put it in a sliding window, and then you basically overcomplicate the shit out of it. Make like a crazy like cardboard fixture to like keep the seal there, and then use that to cool off your pizza. Fucking hell, dude. Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident. You pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason? I don't find cock attractive. Booba and tatas are more my style, especially goth bitches. I think I'll stick with the fan. If you want like a decent AC, dude, I was surprised. So I was just trying to buy like a competent like AC that wouldn't be super fucking loud, but like obviously they only make quiet ones for the double hung windows, not for the sliding ones. So that's what I had to do. Basically, I had to create this elaborate fucking mechanism on the side of my window just to get this specific one that wouldn't be as loud as all the other ones. I hate it. I fucking hate it. But the nice part is you can't hear it at all. I got it on max blast and you can't hear it. And I'm like, it paid off. It's so much cooler in here. I'm not ending streams in fucking buckets of sweat like it's airplane. But fucking I don't know, man. On the other hand, it wound up being super expensive too, but whatever. Real ones put it in the freezer and back in the back of IHOP to cool it off. Cause I made it the fuck up. Oh man. Anyways, Von Karma's like, oh, I didn't get injured. Prove it. I would have needed surgery. No. Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify. Nick, let's find out who his doctor is. Well, Kara's on that fucking copium, dude. Goth chicks, fit white Brazilian chicks. That's a thing. Fit Filipino chicks, Vietnamese chicks, Italian chicks. You know what? That's the winning strat. You have like a million different fetishes, and then because the mistake most guys are making is they're looking for something super specific. If you have a bunch of options, it's way easier to find something. Not ironically, that's actually kind of smart. Because my approach is like, I need to find someone who's goth, which is impossible. Then they have to be female, which is doubly impossible because girls don't exist on the internet. I know Von Karma, perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness. Thailand chicks. South America has white chick. Interesting. I actually don't. I say that as like a white Latino, but anyways, I guess I shouldn't be surprised by that. my fucking dumbass is from El Salvador, and I'm fucking white as shit. I actually don't really like goth chicks, especially the ones with pentagrams. Depends. It depends on what the tattoos are. Also depends on what the daddy issues are. Preferably they've had some semblance of a father in their life. Fucking stupid. I don't want a girl boss, I want a girl failure. Dude, I was not ironically chatting with one of the dudes at my work, and I was like, can you wrap your brain around these girls who want like a loser boyfriend? Basically, there's chicks who actually like genuinely want somebody who's unemployed, smells like BO, doesn't shave, like terrible fucking hygiene. They genuinely want someone like that. And I was talking to that guy, and I'm like, I can't fucking believe that this is like a fad. Where the fuck were these chicks like 6 years ago? What the fuck? I fixed my entire life. I start putting my life together, turn everything around. I used to be a loser, now I'm a winner, and now they don't want winners anymore. What the fuck? What the fuck? I'm liking femboys is gay. If liking femboys is gay, then loving female is gay too. I'm joking. No, I agree actually. Okay, here's the thing. I actually I tried to find this video too. That's the thing. I tell people about videos and I can never fucking find them. So you're describing my friend's G. Isn't that fucking crazy? Your stupid ass like unemployed friend with like no likable traits whatsoever besides the fact that he's funny will just get a girl, and then like everyone else in the friend group is like, what the fuck, dude? Why did Oh my god. Brazilian Miku is what solidified my thing for Latinas. Oh, you know, I have seen that. Smelly gremlin gamer girlfriend is wife material. Now, I know, right? That is true. I guess it's also the inverse for dudes too. You know, maybe that's what lies at the core of it. People are just getting desperate enough that they're willing to put up with that. Because now that you mention it, I've also seen a lot of dudes who will be down bad for like stinky fucking fish gamer girl pussy. And I'm sitting here, they'll have like fucking like the fucking dolls up to their knees all around the walls, fucking like Taco Bell and Pizza Hut cartons and like bags littered all over the floor. They're like cat and dogs are getting into it and getting sick and taking shits right in the fucking carpet. There's dudes who's like liking women is now gay, so that makes me the biggest gay here. Us, exactly, dude. No, okay, what I was gonna go on about before chat started making me laugh. So there was this old video I saw many years ago that actually non-ironically changed my line of thinking with like the whole heterosexual thing. I'm pretty sure everyone's gay, right? Because here's the thing: if you're a dude dating a girl, right? Yeah, you're fucking a girl, but that means when you want to hang out with your girlfriend, you have to do girly shit. So that's actually 50% gay. But here's the thing: if you fuck a dude, you get to do manly stuff with that guy, but you're also fucking a dude. So that's 50% gay. The real win is to have a tomboy girlfriend, because then she wants to do cool masculine stuff, but she's still a woman. That's 0% gay. That's the real way to do it. Did I miss something in society when this became a thing? Oh my god. Oh fuck. Phoenix gonna have an aching back before Rainen pushes the button. He's leaning forward, he's waiting. He's like, come on, man. Smelly gremlin gamer GF who likes the PS3 games would be a steal for me, not gonna lie. No, it's not PS3. Their obsessions are gonna be The Sims and Second Life. Those are the only games they play. If her build is alright, she down to back me up at Melivalon Creek. I'll swim through the swamp. No, she plays Second Life, my guy. That's the downside. She doesn't play anything cool. My family and friends already make me do the cleaning for them, so messy loser GF won't be an issue. That fucking sucks. He's out of line, but he's right. It's been a thing since the 1990s. Which one? The fucking loser boyfriend. I'm actually fucking mad. Here I am growing up and becoming a responsible human being, and then people don't even want that anymore. It's like, what did I do? I'm not gonna do anything for anyone else ever again. Holy shit. I am truly alone. Grr, nobody's that perfect. So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? That's insane. No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. Wait, what does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere, but where? Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot? All right, Von Karma, I'll prove it. And I'll even use evidence. I know how you like it so much. Well, what? The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot is... Shot from approximately 1 meter away. Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery, leaving an evidence trail. So then I ask, where is that bullet now? I think it unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself. Bullets are made out of metal. You don't mean... You can definitely pull a bullet out of yourself. That was what I was thinking when I was first doing this case too. So I was really confused by that, because I'm like, I feel like you could, because I've seen people do it with like knives and stuff like that. It's just really difficult. But like, then again, you could argue Manfred Von Karma is probably not the type of person who would know how to like dig it out with a knife or something like that. So I don't know. Allergic to a shower and being outside. That's been a thing since the 90s. I see. Can confirm I have a friend that's a goth girl with no life and plays The Sims 3. It's The Sims 3 or Second Life. That's all girls play. I swear to God. If you ever run into a girl in like Rainbow Six Siege, just know she doesn't exist. It's a dude with the soundboard. They only play The Sims 3 and they only play Second Life. Oh, fuck. Allergic to a shower. Being outside is my dream girl. That's a Dark Souls fan right there. Oh, fuck. Von Karma is Agent 69. He really is. You need one hell of a pain tolerance. I will find a way to have her play the multiplayer mod with me in Doom Eternal. There's a multiplayer mod for that game? No fucking way, dude. That's really fucking cool. I mean, you could dig it out with your fingers, but I would not advise it. Prove to me I was shot is actually a case. Remember dude's shirt so we can check. Oh, fuck. Okay, Phoenix says, I do. There is the possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma. There is. It's a co-op in a horde mode. Oh my god, that's so cool. Okay, I might have to find that after stream ends. I might have to reinstall Doom Eternal. Is that even possible for all these years? Well, there's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm going to run this over you and see what we find. And then they give Von Karma cancer. I refuse. You refuse, but refusing this means you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you? I'll fuck with any girl who plays Soulsborne, bro. I guess that's a fair point. Girls, stop with the stereotypes of girls belonging in the kitchen. My goth girlfriend spends her life decorating a non-existent kitchen. Oh my god, that's awesome. Oh, I love how fucked up my chat is, dude. I shouldn't be surprised. We were laughing at 9/11 earlier. Fucking turtle 9/11. I still can't stop thinking about that. It's like, I can't believe we're already in 9/11 season again. It's not even September. Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector. Hold up, you mean you're down with rip and tear with VR? Shit, that would definitely have to be a members thing, but maybe. I tried to get DMC5 co-op working on Monday, and it wouldn't fucking work. Okay, here's the funny thing. So everybody's in chat, all like, "Oh, you gotta download the specific version of RE framework from Nexus." So I did that, and then when I installed the co-op mod, it's like, you have the wrong version of RE framework, dude. And I'm like, well, I don't understand. There's only one version of it on Nexus. Like, I literally went back in like the history and only found one version. So I was really fucking confused. So then what I did is I downloaded the new version of RE framework, inserted it into like my DMC5 folder, and then the game wouldn't fucking launch. And I'm really confused. I'm like, uh-oh, like this, I can't use the new version of RE framework, but I can't use the mods chat wants me to use with the version that does work. And then come to fucking find out, it's because my completely clean, unconfigured, like no changes, no settings changed whatsoever install of DMC5 defaulted to DirectX 11. For whatever reason, I really don't know why it defaulted to DirectX 11. So I went in the INI and changed it to DirectX 12. The game started fucking working again, and like I got all the mods working, and I'm like, are you fucking shitting me, dude? I went out of my way. To make sure there wouldn't be like technical problems with DMC5, and like the first hour of that stream was constant technical problems, and it was a clean install. Like, it's like, what the fuck? Penne says I would rather die than have my GF force me to play Soulsborne games. Oh yeah, I already read that chat from Vile. I would rather be the one cooking. Woman probably fuck it up myself. Holy shit. Said it in a French accent. 7 + 2 divided by 11 is eternally on the mind for I just did the calculation in my brain. Holy shit. I told you that Fluffy Mod Manager 5000 also fucked DirectX 11. Well, that's the other thing that helps too. I started installing them through Fluffy because I was used to like the old school way of installing DMC5 mods. I never used Fluffy at all when I first started it, and then I just left that install completely untouched for years. And then I come back to DMC5 and like the whole modding scene for that game is completely changed. So it was kind of a learning curve. I mean, it was exactly the same as all the other Capcom games, but it was still like one of those things where like just out of habit I did it the old-fashioned way like a dumbass. How long is this guy sweating? Holy shit, Rainen, press a button, he'll probably die of dehydration. Bro, I completely understand that. Same shit with Skyrim. You take every sort of precaution to fuck up one thing and it all falls apart. That's understandable for a Bethesda game though, because those never fucking work. Like even when you don't mod them, they're barely functional. So like I wouldn't be surprised if my Skyrim had that incident happen. It was just really weird because it was DMC5, which is like the least buggy game I've ever fucking played. So it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, I don't know what on earth was going on. And it was DirectX 11. So yeah, fuck DirectX 11. Fluffy Mod Manager 5000 is a godsend. For real, dude. For real. I use it even for non-Capcom games. Like I mod Stellar Blade with it. It's I wouldn't say it's like replace Nexus mods for me, because I definitely prefer that for Bethesda games, but like for all other mod or like game launchers, I usually use Fluffy. Judge, I call for a suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy. The statute of limitations runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now. Enough. I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing. Nick, what does this mean? I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. Flurry mod manager. Works on other RE Engine games too. Yeah, that's the main reason it was made. It was made for like RE Engine games, and then it just happens. Fluffy expanded it to work for like Unreal Engine and then even MT framework games. Which is pretty cool. So it did replace Nexus for Monster Hunter World. I used to use Nexus for that game, and then I saw it supported MT framework games, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, bets are all off, and I started using it for that. Nexus mods, host mods. Fluffy is just the manager program. No, there's a Nexus mod manager app that's like the default for like modding Bethesda games and like most games realistically, and it's a lot better made and put together than Fluffy mod manager. But I just like the layout of Fluffy mod manager first. I just like the simplicity of it. Whereas like let me show you actually. Hold on. Or you can use mod organizer too. That's also like another good option. Let me pull up. Let me like pull up. They call it Vortex now. I made a mistake, man. I shouldn't have said Vortex. Said a fucking banned word on this stream, dude. Anyways, I'm opening up Vortex. Let's find like a good example of like a Vortex game, so I can kind of show you the layout. Hold on. Oh God. Here, let's show you recently managed Monster Hunter World. Oh yeah, because I don't use that anymore. Alexa Soul's followers, cheese. Chinese. Okay, but anyways, the shitty thing about this is I forgot I had Skyrim installed. I'm doing Skyrim together with my brother. But like I just don't like this layout. It looks kind of ass. Looks kind of stupid. Whereas like I could open up Fluffy. Hold on. Just trying to make sure I don't like dock shit because I do a lot of shit on the computer. Mod manager. Let me open that. Let me open Fluffy. Fluffy time. Fluffy time. Choose game. Here we go. And then like, here's Fluffy. It's like all my mods are here. Everything I could ever need is over here. Sometimes there will be like an image on the left-hand side. That's all I fucking want. Whereas like Vortex, it's like so many millions of other fucking things. And it's like, I just don't want to look at all this. And like, it takes up so much space. And then like, I don't know, for like, is it totally necessary for like this mods thing to go all the way over here? Like just little like minor gripes I have with it where I'm sitting here and I'm like, yeah, I'd prefer to use something else if I can. Fucking but I don't know. I like Fluffy a lot more. Choose game, and it supports like a shitload of games too. Like I was saying earlier, Unreal Engine. So like I didn't even know it supported Cyberpunk. That's fucking crazy. So it supports like the Red Engine, Action Time, and you bet your ass Fluffy's got the Gooner games in here. Oh shit. Nier Automata, Sekiro, Silent Hill 2 remake. Interesting. Tekken. Oh yeah, right. Unreal Engine. But yeah, UMVC 3. A lot of cool stuff. Recent games. You can see I've been modding Stellar Blade. What's funny about Monster Hunter Rise? All of those outfit mods I have, I use a mod series called Grata's Paradise. So it's highly customizable, but each of those customizations takes up like a mod slot. So like you'll see a game like Monster Hunter World or like Wilds where I have like a few mods installed, and then like Rise is fucking crazy, where it's like 460, something crazy like that. But yeah, let's close that. Fucking go back here. Anyways, I think the metal detector went off screen when I was doing all that. You should do tutorials on how to install mod managers for dumb fucks like me. I was genuinely considering making like a Duck Station tutorial at one point, because I was like, wouldn't it be cool if there was like a standalone, like massive Resident Evil video that just showed you how to play every single Resident Evil game on your computer? And I was sitting there and I'm like, that would be like a genuinely cool video. Squiggly said something. I might want to catch that. Vortex looks dumb. It's got its perks. I mean, I prefer it for like Bethesda games just because like I've used it for that long. But I don't know. Today's Game Shark. Today's Game Shark. What's Squiggly say? I love when the judge gets assertive like he isn't the most submissive guy. That's true. I use Fluffy for DMC5. Like I forgot how to add more games to Fluffy Mod Manager. They just kind of show up. That's the interesting thing about Fluffy. They kind of Teemo Monster Hunter mods. They just kind of they've just kind of showed up for me. It's weird. It's probably under managed game visibility. Oh yeah, there we go. I could add even more. I could add Arkanoid. Oh shit. The DMC4, Dragon's Dogma, Exoprimal. That's funny that it added all of these, and it's like I don't even play these. Let's see. Let's take off games I don't really like. I really don't need the benchmark or the beta. Onimusha 2. There's mods for Onimusha 2 already? Holy shit. Red Dead Redemption 2. I think I used there's some sort of mod manager for like GTA that I use for Red Dead Redemption. But like I'm not even playing RDR2, so it's like it doesn't even really matter. Resident Evil 765, Resident Evil 7 demo. I don't really see myself modding that. Sekiro, I don't have that. No intention to play that. No intention to play that. Street Fighter 5. I don't have those. I don't have that. Okay, cool. We kind of like brought some games off, brought some games in, action time it in. Did I ever buy this game? For some reason, I feel like I bought a time it in game. Okay, I'm glad I didn't. I have this weird fever dream of like actually buying a time it in game as a meme. But apparently I did not. So I'm actually kind of glad about that. Somebody has Hyperdimension Neptunia from your Steam family library. It used to show whose library it's from. It doesn't do that anymore for some reason. I don't know why Steam would do that. Oh, well, there we go. We know who it is now. Who bought Valhalla? Oh, Sam did? Okay. Okay, Valhalla. I hear this game's really good. But anyways, yeah, that's how you do it, I guess. I'm still thinking about that Hawk and Tua image. I'm going to be fighting myself tonight. Hawk and Tua. I know, right? Well, got to go eat lunch while watching a 1 hour vid of Metal Gear Solid. That's understandable, dude. I'm the same way. Like I was saying that one stream, I've seen that. Oh, God. We're pulling up evidence during the black screen. I've seen that cutscene of like Big Boss meeting with Solid Snake for like the final time in MGS4. I've watched that cutscene like repeatedly, probably like 30 times, just because I love it so much. It reacted. Something's inside his right shoulder. The bullet. Mr. Von Karma? You. It was you. I was afraid this would happen, and so I remained silent. Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident. What? I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6. The second I heard you say Metal Gear Solid, I felt like a fucking sleeper agent being activated. Oh, fuck. Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that? Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything. It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here, not I. Am I to cook once more? Go right ahead, man. Mr. Wright, well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6? Of course he can't. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence. That's because you took it out of the records room yesterday. With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright. No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma. What? You were close. One day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof. What? Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof. Shot from 1 meter away. Was written on the back. I mean, I have a shitload of health, so I suppose I could brute force it if I really need to. Ballistic mark. Oh. Nick? If this is your... Can't we dig it out and check the ballistic markings? What the fuck? If this is your final proof, don't you think you should choose a little better? You mean that was the wrong evidence? Everyone looks kind of puzzled. That's right. How? Ballistic marking! You can't have like a good 5 minutes of the game to explain what ballistic markings is and then like get on my ass for thinking about them. What the fuck? All right. I think you'd better dig for the right evidence and quick. You got lucky, Von Karma, but this next one is the real evidence, okay? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. Oh fuck, we've already gone for an hour. Okay. File on the DL6 incident. So it's probably this. Air in elevator was oxygen depleted. No clues found on scene. Trapped in elevator returning for trial. 1 bullet in the heart. Murder weapons fired twice. Court bailiff trapped in the elevator. Memory loss. Fiance Polly Jenkins committed suicide. Oh fuck, we already went through all those. .22 caliber fired 3 times. Bears prints from Edgeworth's right hand. Wasn't this the exact same pistol that they shot his dad with? Here comes the logic that would drive me insane. Yeah. It's like, we can't check the bullet that's inside of him. Come on, man. Still bears clear blizzard. Am I supposed to use this one? Dude, if I'm supposed to use this one. I used the wrong bullet, apparently. Also, autocorrect is such BS. How the fuck does I get corrected to Java? I still need to play Metal Gear Solid 4 on my PS3. I got a super spammy video recommended to me. It's like Konami's plans for Metal Gear in the next year, and it was like, of course it was like Delta, Metal Gear Solid Delta, because that's coming out in like a month, like next month. And then what day was it next month? It was like the 28th or something, right? My brain keeps telling me August 28th, so I'm thinking maybe that. I don't know, I might be wrong, but then it was like, oh, Metal Gear Solid 2 Collection Volume 2, like the month right after that, and I'm like, I don't see that happening. There's no way they're gonna have those like cannibalize each other. That's impossible. And then like right after that, it was like Kojima's next game, and then like Death Stranding, like some Death Stranding thing. Like this was all in the thumbnail. I didn't click on the video, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, can you just like make shit up now? Like what? I was talking to my mom, so I missed some stuff. Oh, Konami, give me MGS Portable Ops remastered on Steam. Man, portable, they'd have to do more than remaster it to make it playable, dude. No offense. They'd have to voice act that game. I think that's the biggest thing that game is missing. All the cutscenes where there's no voice acting because they had to fit it onto like a little PSP cartridge, or not PSP cartridge, PSP disc. Man, dude. Fucking yeah, the 28. Okay, I'm so glad. 26. I think if you have the digital deluxe. Okay, so yeah. I was technically correct, technically wrong, but who cares? Did I get the digital deluxe? I feel like I pre-ordered the digital deluxe one, so maybe I will have to play it on the 26th. I was talking to my mom, but yeah, I did pick the wrong. I did pick the wrong bullet. Actually, I can kind of see it because this bullet is from when Edgeworth fired the gun on the boat. So like here, well, it wasn't Edgeworth who fired it, but when the gun was fired on the boat here, this bullet is from back with from DL6. So I guess this would be the bullet you would use the ballistic markings from. And I guess that's the logic the game is using. But I probably UMD, yeah. I don't see that happening either. I mean, they might. They apparently recorded like I don't know if they confirmed it or something like that. I heard that they recorded a few new lines for Snake Eater. I'm assuming it's to like tie it to like Metal Gear Solid 5 and like some of the other games just to like patch up some minor holes here and there. I'm assuming that's what that happened. The irony is like 2/4 of the Metal Gear Solid series is about misinformation. Exactly. That is true. 1/4 because MGS2. Peace Walker was on PSP2. That's true. Wait, never mind. Kojima. It wasn't Kojima. That was the problem with that game. It wasn't a Kojima game. Where did you get that? This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. I guess I should have also thought it was preferred this one because Von Karma literally was, you don't have any evidence from DL6. And it's like, I did. It was this little baggie, but whatever. The baggie that happens to be called DL6 bullet. I think I like spaced it on that one, but oh well. I think it's more my fault than the game's, but whatever. I just want to remaster Portable Ops with better control. Yeah, they'd have to fix the controls. They'd have to like. Part of me is like they better fix the AI too, but on the other hand, it's like it's not even. I don't know. I really don't know how I would tweak the AI necessarily because it's not like it's bad, but it's not good either. It's just really weird. Like the enemy AI. I prefer Portable Ops story over Peace Walk. Really? I'm like the polar opposite. I thought Portable Ops was like Portable Ops it was interesting, and like it is where Big Boss was inspired to create Outer Heaven, so it makes a lot of sense lore wise. Like it definitely has a place in like the Metal Gear ethos, like lore, whatever word you want to use. So that's one of the things I like about it. But on the other hand, well, I don't know, because then you got like Kojima like taking shit from it. Like if you've ever seen like the MGS5 like concept art where like Chico basically turned into Null. So I don't know. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. Oh shit. We got a Metal Gear cook. Psycho Mantis. Oh no. Now I will attempt to read your mind, Snake. I'm trying to remember what Psycho Mantis' voice was. You don't like girls? Something like that. You don't wanna. What the fuck, Snake? Are you really turned on by me? It's not my fault you're wearing tights. I am literally a super soldier that can read minds. And I tried to destroy governments and you're turned on? Jork my shit with your telekinesis. Jork my shit with your telekinesis. What the fuck? CQC to restrain him. Your suit is making my Metal Gear Solid. I prefer Gene over Hot Coldman. That's true. Hot Coldman is such a stupid. On one hand, I love the old-fashioned Kojima names like Shoot Gunner and Running Man. On the other hand, I fucking hate them. I like when the characters have like actual like names instead of fucking Hot Coals, man. It's like, oh, the fuck. Or like in Death Stranding, it kind of makes sense because everybody's named after like brands, right? You got Fragile, and then you got Sam Porter Bridges, like his last name is Bridges, and then you got what's her name? his mom's name, Bridget Strand. So one of those things where it's like, you know, it's like a sci-fi near future kind of predicament. You can imagine people like named after companies and shit like that. Especially given the twist ending for Death Stranding. But anyways, on the other hand, I cannot get over Metal Gear 2 with fucking like running, man. His entire gimmick is he runs and you place down mines and that's how you defeat him. Like fucking oh fuck. Die Hard Man is cool. Die Hard Man. I know, right? Get off me, you freak. I don't even care. Hold on. Waiting for Twitch to update that shit. There we go. I don't even care about my acts of terrorism anymore. Not until you give me the info I need. What the fuck do you want to know? Why are you hard as well? Let's just fuck Snake. Remember Bloody Brad? No. The irony is like the Solid Snake and Big Boss follows the same naming principles, but they sound infinitely cooler. They sound infinitely cooler. So it's like, it's weird that everything worked out the way that it did. Also, Deadman is dope meme. Dope name. I know, right? Heartman. I have cooked. Exactly, dude. Vile always fucking cooks with that shit, dude. You don't like girls? Phoenix says the bullet is preserved quite nicely and with the ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings? That doesn't sound like Power Rangers. You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago. Kojima gave Del Toro's character a dope-ass name, Deadman. Yeah. That was something I really liked too. The fact that like he brought in a bunch of other movie people and then gave them integral roles in the Death Stranding story. That was actually really fucking cool. I'm not gonna lie. Deadman was one of my favorite characters in like the whole game. I want Die Hard Man written on my grave. And then Die Hard Man, I wasn't like the hugest fan of him, but within that 6 hour like schizo post that I bitched about the other stream, there actually was a cutscene where Die Hard Man like breaks down and the performance is so spot on and immaculate. It actually felt like I was watching a legitimate fucking movie, and like he's having this fucking mental breakdown right in front of Sam Bridges. Sam's just standing there like a Sigma male, just ignoring it all. And then like Die Hard Man's actually like his character like completely unfolds within that one cutscene. And it was simultaneously me being so ecstatic to see it and so like empowered by it. And then also me being so fucking mad that they saved this performance for the end of the game. After forcing me to watch Amelie walk circles around the beach explaining stupid fucking shit that I don't give a shit about. They've showed me the coolest fucking moment of the entire like game right after making me piss the fuck off. So it gave me weird mixed feelings, and I was like, fuck, man. I could tell, like even in my seething anger, I could tell though it was a really fucking god tier performance. I wish I could show it to you, but I'm pretty sure it's a spoiler, like without a doubt. It explains, like delves really deep into his character and like everything about it. So I don't know. My does Edgeworth my does Edgeworth. Oh, you're saying why does Edgeworth always look like he about to push someone's shit in? He kind of is. He kind of does. He's like that one dude who's like, oh, I'm a prefect. Fucking that guy. We were denied Del Toro's Silent Hill, man. Yeah, that shit fucking sucks. Though, again, partially Kojima's fault. You know, everybody talks about Kojima getting pushed out of Konami, and like Konami did some stupid shit there, but so did Kojima. You know what I mean? It was both. It was it was this highly eccentric, crazy fucking guy pissing everybody's money away from like a dying company. So like, of course they're gonna fire him in order to survive. It's just very unfortunate that they also needed him. That whole situation could have been avoided if Kojima wasn't fucking crazy, and if Konami just better managed their fucking business and like didn't create a situation where like Kojima didn't enjoy working there. You know what I mean? Stupid fucking shit like that. It still fucking kills me that the MGS shitpost could have been canon if not for the Kojima. Yeah, exactly. Again, no idea if that's actually true. That was just something I heard about. But like when I played Death Stranding, I remember that factoid, and it like everything made sense. The Konami filter made so much sense because like none of the Metal Gear games have a 6-hour ending of just schizo posting. You know what I mean? Some shit. Okay, which one? Did MGS5 make its money back? I don't think so. I don't know because the reason MGS5 is the way that it is because Kojima intentionally just kept fucking dumping money, more and more money into it with the intention of never releasing it. That's why there's so many arbitrary, like very niche animations in the game. So many animations are like Snake doing CQC in extremely niche scenarios. That's why there's cutscenes in the game that like people literally never see unless they're under very specific situations, because that was the easiest way for them to burn money. And like nobody else, everybody was under the impression Kojima wanted to release that game, but Kojima knew himself he did not. He was like, I'm just gonna piss all their money away. So it's like it was a weird situation of like fucking I actually don't know if it ever made its money back, because it might have. You probably have to Google that. Can you blame him? Kojima is a little gremlin. It's just what he does. Yeah, that's the other thing too. It's like they probably should have known what they were signing up for. Once they probably like starting with MGS3 or like MGS2, they probably should have seen it coming from like a mile away. Because starting with like MGS3, he was starting to show signs that he did not want to make Metal Gear anymore. And like on one hand, Konami's like, you need to make Metal Gear because it's making us money. So like I kind of get them from that perspective, but on the other hand, it's like, well, if they just let Kojima make another IP, it could have made them more money too. You know, look at what Death Stranding's doing. At first, it wasn't very successful, but now that it's like picking up and it's taking off, most definitely without a fucking fact, it's making Sony fat stacks. So it's just one of those things. I mean, they're making a fucking movie, like that's their next Death Stranding project, basically. So it's like one of those things where it's like, if Konami didn't take away like some of his creative control, it could have been completely avoided. But also, if Konami just had like other people who weren't fucking like, if Konami just had like more than one source of revenue, because like Bomberman wasn't doing much for him. Castlevania after a certain point wasn't doing much for him. So it's like they had to hedge all their bets on Metal Gear, and then the guy who was responsible for making Metal Gear didn't want to make Metal Gear anymore. So it totally avoidable. But I don't know. Hindsight's 2020. Who knows if they even would have like considered that a possibility back then? You know what I mean? Wasn't it confirmed that 2 or 3 was intended to be the last MGS? Exactly. I distinctly remember. I think it was 3 was like supposed to be the last one, something like that. But I forget. It easily could have been 2 though. Google giving me answer that MGS5 made a profit of over 100 million. But okay, so at least they made their money back. They could have had a Tard wrangle Kojima a bit better, but also Kojima was golden goose for them. That's why we were talking about the Konami filter, because Konami did have a Tard wrangler for Kojima. Again, zero fucking clue if this is true. It's just really funny that the Death Stranding provides more evidence that it is. I heard a tidbit a long time ago. Again, no clue if this was actually true, but apparently the original scripts for Metal Gear Solid games are like reading a Wattpad. So Konami had to hire a team of writers to actually repiece the story together into something that actually fucking makes sense. And it's called the Konami filter. But again, no clue if that's true, but it is really funny that the one time Kojima makes like his vision without Konami breathing down his neck, there's a 6-hour ending for a video game. Like, you know what I mean? It is it's either a really funny coincidence or it's evidence. I don't fucking know. Apparently Death Stranding 2 has like even more of that shit. So it's one of those things where it's like, I didn't think it was real. I was like, you know what? His writing's so ridiculous. I couldn't imagine it being even more ridiculous. But like then I see Death Stranding and I'm like, oh, fuck, man. Like you see in the impact of PT, damn, a teaser. I know, right? I feel the Silent Hills would have made bank. That's another thing too. They totally fucked over Silent Hill. I forgot that was a Konami property somehow. Completely fucking over Silent Hill by like handing it off to all those other dev teams. Like Shattered Memories was really, really excellent. That's got to be one of my most favorite Silent Hill games of all time. But holy shit, dude. A lot of the other ones, like Downpour, for example, was like you gave it to the wrong people, man. You gave it to the wrong people, and it just damaged everybody's trust. So I don't know. What did Vile send? Hold up, I got a vid from Reddit I want to post in general. Sent. Okay, I'll probably check that out later. People like Death Stranding, right? I can't call myself a fan since I never played those games. People, depends on who you ask. Death Stranding is very mixed because, like, well, what's funny about Death Stranding is people only exist on the polar opposites. They're either like me, where they glaze the game, or they're the exact opposite of me, where they fucking despise the game. It's just a walking simulator. There's nothing creative about it. Where like there's people like me where it's like it's the biggest example of video games as art. They managed to turn something as simple as walking into like a fun gameplay mechanic. So like I have honestly never met somebody who's smack dab in the middle of like, oh, I like Death Stranding. It's always one extreme or the other. So it's really weird. It's really weird. It's one of those kinds of games. You either fuck with it or you don't. Downpour and Homecoming were shit. Homecoming was okay, but I don't know. One of those things where it's like I think Homecoming was like the first sign of like, okay, you know, they had their fun, but maybe you got to give it back to the old dev team. And then Downpour right afterwards was like, come on, man, fuck, it's really ruined it. Downpour was peak. You're just blind. Oh fuck. But yeah, a Kojima horror game. Like that PT, like that Silent Hill game that PT was supposed to be a demo for, it would have made them lots of money. And like I'm actually really looking forward to what's it called, OD, like OD, because he's working on that with what's his name, Jordan Peele, right? He's making like a horror game with Jordan Peele. I don't know when that's going to be coming out. I don't think there's like any info on that. Every time Kojima like describes one of his projects, I remember there was this like this Xbox E3 conference where Kojima was on the screen and he's like, Microsoft's Azure cloud is allowing me to create something not possible on today's hardware. And like that was all he said about the game. That was all he said about OD. So I'm sitting here and I'm like, cool. But like the crazy thing is that's exactly what he did with Death Stranding. And every single Death Stranding interview where he described the game and he would leave more about the game, he was being entirely literal, which was the funniest part. When he went on interviews and he was like, oh, it's about connecting the knots between different cities in America, I was like, okay, you know, it's like a generalization of what the game is about. But then you play the game and you realize, no, he was literally fucking, you are literally fucking connecting knots. You are literally building bridges. Like one of those things where it's like, okay, come on, dude. What a troll. What a troll. Where do I fit in with Death Stranding? Like it has me interested heavy. I played it, but the gameplay alone just take me out and prevents me from finishing it. Anyway, Silent Hill 4 is actual peak. Silent Hill 4, I genuinely think is the best. Besides Shattered Memories, like that is the best Silent Hill game. I ended up like buying it on GOG, like right after that stream ended. Doesn't Death Stranding have combat and base road building aspects? And that's the funniest part too, because like the Death Stranding glazers, they'll tell you the game is amazing, but they can't tell you why the game is amazing, because finding out all of the cool stuff about the game is what made it amazing. And then the Death Stranding haters never got far enough in the game to see all of the amazing stuff. So like when I was playing Death Stranding, I got a gun and I'm like, what the fuck? This game has combat? Why did I never know this game has combat? It was a really funny thing. So maybe Cosmo is like the one person I've seen who's in the middle with Death Stranding, but like genuinely very rarely do I see anybody smack dab in the middle of like the Death Stranding thing. They either glaze it or they fucking despise that game. So it's like Konami needs to sell PT for $5 and they will make oh yeah, if they re-release that demo, I don't know how that would work necessarily, because like I gotta imagine they probably don't maintain all of the rights for PT, and that would be like the biggest thing that would keep them from doing it. Okay, maybe Kojima wasted too much money on the Moby Dick marketing for MGS5, but Konami should have done their job and we'll do the marketing. We'll do the marketing. You make the game. Yeah, like I think the reality is Kojima simultaneously needed more creative control and simultaneously needed more Tard Wranglers. I think that's the best way to sum up the whole like MGS5 situation. It has I know, right? Squiggly in the chat is like, Death Stranding has combat. Death Stranding has boss fights. Yeah, Death Stranding has like regular enemies too. It's really interesting how the game works. I just know Norman Reedus and that one VTuber is. I forgot there's a VTuber segment in Death Stranding too. Why the fuck is there a VTuber in that game? Just classic Kojima. Just classic fucking Kojima, dude. Oh my god. Fucking hell, dude. PT is a playable teaser for Silent Hill, so they definitely own the right. Well, the question more so is like, wasn't he making that with Guillermo del Toro? So like it would have to depend, because if it's like Kojima and del Toro's baby and both of them want to do Death Stranding and they don't have any interest in Silent Hill, it's one of those things where it's like, I don't know how that would work legally, but Japanese people like VTuber, I mean, I'm aware of that. It's just really fucking goofy. I think Kojima is friends with that VTuber or something. Really? Apparently they had Junji Ito in Death Stranding and I didn't even fucking notice. It must have been in the latter half of the game where I was like running out of shit to say. Oh fuck, that's so funny. Okay, the judge is saying that the ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon because they did like a whole 5-minute segment on this. The judge was like politely sitting there all like, all right, we're gonna let this guy do his thing and then he'll eventually press A, don't worry guys. All bullets fired from a gun are marked for that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate. Oh, it was a flashback. It was a flashback to a previous time where I went off topic on the stream for like 20 minutes and the judge had to patiently wait for me to stop talking. Konami owns the Silent Hill IP and Silent Hills is Silent Hill. I mean, I feel like some part of that is going to be dependent on... Junji Ito also worked on Silent Hill PT. He did? Okay, I didn't know that. I don't know. Something tells me legally they might not be able to do that. Like I have difficulty explaining why, but like my gut says some portion of that PT has to be owned in some capacity by somebody who doesn't work at Konami anymore. You know what I mean? And that person being Kojima and another person being Del Toro. So, I mean, unless... I don't know. I actually don't know how that would fly legally. I guess maybe they could. I don't know. Can you really like re-upload a demo made by a dude who like... I guess you could, maybe. I was going to say, could you really re-upload the work of somebody who no longer works there? And I'm like, well, that's kind of what GOG does. You know what I mean? And they make money from it too. But also GOG has to go through like a million like copyright battles with like a million little companies who like bought micro portions of the rights to like old video games for some fucking reason, because that's a thing small companies do apparently. So I don't know, one of those things where it's like I'm sitting here and I'm thinking about it and I'm like, there has to be some reason. Well, I don't know. You have to think that Konami would have already thought of that, because especially with Silent Hill 2 remake and the new Silent Hill game, you think they'd be all like, okay, let's re-release PT, right? That'd be an awesome thing to do. But like also at the same time, it's like Maybe it's because Kojima. Maybe it's because Guillermo del Toro. I really don't know. The only thing holding back PT is that it has the Silent Hills trailer, which has Norman Reedus in it. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to tell you. I gotta imagine there's some reason they didn't do it like so far. Is basically what I'm saying. I feel like it's something they probably would have already done, because Konami's really desperate for money right now. So I wouldn't be surprised if they would like re-upload that. You know what I mean? Unless they're like Sega and they just don't know how to make money. Maybe. Oh, fucking okay. Hold on. We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We could analyze both bullets, then if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets have been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol, in other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. So I guess Norman Reedus' likeness is what is holding me. Oh, yeah, I guess he would need his permission too. Which, like, who knows? You probably have to talk to Norman Reedus' agent to use his likeness again. Yeah. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet and solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma, we might actually end this case tonight. And then what do you guys want me to play on Thursday? Like, what Capcom game do you guys want me to play on Thursday? I specify Capcom one because I know as soon as I say that, like 5 people are going to immediately join the stream and say Ultra Kill. Oh, fucking murg. We changed Tuesday to Street Fighter. My original idea was Thursdays would be Street Fighter night, but then I got sick of Mega Man. So I changed Tuesday to Street Fighter night. And now I'm sitting here and I'm like, what the fuck do we play on Thursday? Assure's Raptor DMC 5. I mean, we're playing DMC 5 on Monday. Resident Evil Gaiden. Have a second Resident Evil day for like bad Resident Evil games. Resident Evil Gaiden. That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait. I know. It was the Wilhelm scream. They played it in Power Rangers. Help, I can't breathe. All Sega needs to do is either remaster the adventure games and or make some sort of standalone Chow Garden. Those will literally print money for them for real. That's what I've been saying, Cosma. If they made a mobile game of the Chow Garden, they could make billions just instantly, like on launch day. I don't doubt that for a second. There will be once they put that shit on Twitter, once they're like, you can play Chow Garden on your iPhone, like everyone's gonna fucking blow up. Everyone's gonna download it. They're gonna immediately start buying like Chow coins and shit like that. Fucking like Sega. That's why I say Sega doesn't know how to make money. It's like they have. With Sega, it is genuine incompetence. With Konami, there is a level of it. There is a level of like competency that makes me believe there's legal reasons why they wouldn't like re-upload PT. You know what I mean? I think he's already playing DMC 5. Yeah, I'm playing it on Monday. I got my shit working. Let's go. Hell yeah, dude. Resident Evil Dead Aim. Dead Aim. Fucking Dead Aim. Do I really want to play Resident Evil for 2 nights, though? Quiet. I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. Stop breathing my air. Play Clock Tower. Maybe. I'll have to go on Steam and then like see. I feel like there's something I'm not playing. Because I remember a little while ago, I'm like, man, it sucks. I already stream 6 days a week. 6 days a week because I had like an idea in the back of my head of like, oh, we could do a whole night of it. Oh my god, was it Okami? I think it was Okami. We should play Okami. We should just play some fucking Kamiya games. Okami, Beautiful Joe. Oh, hold on. It's that scream I heard in the elevator 15 years ago. Von Karma. It was you who screamed. You made the Wilhelm scream. I cleaned it up enough to where I can consistently use it, but it's still fucked up, so a new battery is in order. Wait, what did you break? Did I miss a chat message from Vile? I was just thinking Okami. Okay, yeah, we're on the same track of thinking. Because I was like, there's some sort of like Capcom series that I was like, oh, wouldn't it be great to come back to? And I think it literally was Okami. It was either Okami or it was like, we never like started playing Beautiful Joe, but it would be cool to play Beautiful Joe on stream. So like, it was either one of those things. It was basically a Kamiya game. So oh, you broke your vape. Okay. Oh, that's right. I remember that now. Me being a nicotine addict. Fuck, man. I'm glad I don't vape because holy shit, I would go nuts. I would go fucking nuts, dude. So it was you. You and your father are my curse. Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record. And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. I'll bury you. I'll bury you with my bare hands. Oh, shit. Death, dude. 15 years earlier. Chief Prosecutor, I am sorry. Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I would never have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you. I was careless. I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time. Edgeworth! Well, case closed. I know, right? Oh, finally, we're done with this case. I didn't think we'd finish it this fast. I'm not gonna lie. With how many times we went off topic, I was not expecting to finish it at 9:40. we got like a good hour of stream probably. So I don't know what I want to do. His daughter is a baddie. Imagine his wife. Does Von Karma have a wife? Do we know who she is? I haven't gotten that far in like the Ace Attorney series. I'm on the second game. And we probably will not play that on stream. part of me is like, oh, I'll probably play like Trials and Tribulations on stream or whatever, or Justice for All. That's the second game. I'm all like, oh, I'll probably play Justice for All on stream, so I'll stop playing it here and then like come back to it later. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, with how like crazy unproductive these streams are, we better play something else. Fast relative to the other Ace Attorney streams, this has been very fast. I can only imagine the random side tangent while dude was banging his head. That's true. If he was banging his head for like 20 minutes. It took you much. I know, right? Oh, fuck. Me? Penalized? Oh, fuck. This black screen is making me bored, dude. It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly, I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went out into the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then there was a noise. I was in pain, a horrible burning pain in my shoulder. Just then the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. There was that video I sent. Of course, after that is up to you. Okay, yeah. You know what? With an hour left to stream after this, I probably should watch that real fast. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was destiny. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. He's grinning after all that? Holy shit. Who would have thought another man would come to open that elevator door? Judge, what are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now, end it. Oh, very well. It's almost realistic. Cases be going on multiple weeks if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there's cases will go on for like years. I've known people who let's just say they've been sued And then like the case will start and it'll start kind of fast, and then like there will be multiple years before you get an update on the case. So it's like one of those things where it's like the fucking, I don't know, like court cases are kind of scary because like it's this looming like stress that's constantly bearing down on you, and there's no fucking like clue when it's gonna end. Especially in some of the cases where I've heard where it's like you're getting sued because the person suing you thinks you have something, but you don't have that thing. But like, because you don't have the thing, you can't really prove that you don't have it. And like, so it's one of those things where it's like, it's just like an endless cat and mouse game. That's one of the suits that I've been made familiar with. And it's like, oh, fuck, that really fucking sucks. So like for years, it's just followed them. And it's like really fucking shitty. I mean, just a thing. And it, fuck, man. Decades even, exactly. Imagine Francisca Von Karma's mother must be a baddie beyond imagination. She has to be, dude. She has to be. There's no way. Somebody like Von Karma definitely got like a fucking trophy wife. It appears that we have come to a very long way to the end of this video. Very long. 15 years later. Man, guys, has it really been that long? Whoa. Has this stream been going for that long? Mr. Miles Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. You were innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. This court finds the defendant, Edgeworth, Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
Care to explain?
Oh, fuck. That is all. This court is adjourned. Yep, and then new evidence, information, and details be turning up and prolonging the case indefinitely. If even that, sometimes a case will be put on hold because they're looking for more stuff, and it's just the more stuff doesn't exist. So it's like another shitty situation where it's like, I need to find proof that I don't have this thing, but like, how do I prove that I don't have a thing other than like it's not in my possession, but only I would know it's not in my possession. So it's like a shitty situation. That case that was described to me was a really shitty situation where it's like I felt so bad for him because it's like I would know what to do in that. I wouldn't know what to do in that case. Hold up, you got a soundboard? Yeah, I very, very, very rarely use it. It's really funny. Hold on.
What the fuck? Was that the bite of 87?
What's wrong, Hunter?
Oh, man. What's wrong, Hunter? Are any of those working? Oh, yeah. Yes, they are. Okay, cool. This one's one of my favorites, but I very, very rarely get to use it. Play that again. I should have played that earlier. God damn it. Oh well. Oh fuck. Hold on. I got more. Wigger really BB gaming. I just like that sentence. And then we got who did this? Who did this skull emoji laughing emoji? Who did this? I like the obnoxious stuff. I just never use it. I really should. What do you use as a soundboard? I use the Stream Deck software. Honestly, this video, I fucking love that video, dude. Let me pull it up. Yeah, I just use my Stream Deck, so I just go in here and then whatever sound I want, like her jiggly things.
Her jiggly things, I'm not gonna say it.
Showing of her belly button.
That's what good pussy sounds like.
I forgot I had the pervert row.
Doing your mom. Doing your mom. Doing your mom.
I never use these though. I like never use these. Fucking. But yeah, basically the way I got it set up. If you buy a Stream Deck, there's this software for it, and then you can just put the audio file in here. You can customize it. You got Jay Kaiser. Tomorrow's teaching.
What the fuck?
What were you saying? Oh, nice. I used to use my Stream Deck, but then I figured out how to use my Launchpad MIDI controller as a soundboard. And unfortunately, I don't got the videos. Yeah, I mean that was one of the nice things about the Stream Deck. I could just put like a video file in there and then run it. The way it works is it's an OBS scene. So for example, this one, like if I wanted to show this, there's a Stream Deck button for it. Where is it? Screen memes? Was it here? Oh no, it was on this page. I forgot I made a dedicated page just for the ninja meme. Can't you see? He is can't you tell? He is autistic now. I didn't use that feature. I used voice mod. But yeah, can't you tell? He is autistic now. But yeah, I have like sources set up. Like this Hinoa jump scare.
What's wrong,
it's just
Hunter?
a source. On OBS. Was that the bite of 87?
Was that the bite of 87?
My favorite part about that video is how, oh god, my webcam is too high up. How the fuck did that happen? Anyways, my favorite part about that Markiplier video is when he pauses and like shrugs his shoulders for like a second afterwards. So sauce on the Hinoa one. I forget. That one's funny because I made like a video talking about the RTX 4090 I bought, and then I snuck that at the very end, and like I cropped out the nipple and like the tits and stuff like that. But there is a frame in there where it zooms out as part of the gag. There's a gag where I laid myself on the screen on top of her naked body. And I'm like, well, she's like, what's wrong, Hunter? Don't you like my massive? And then I hold up the 4090 and I'm like, RTX 4090? RTX 4090. Check out my RTX 4090. And then like there's by complete accident, I missed it in editing. There's a shot where it's zooming out. And for like a good frame or two, you actually can see her nude body. By complete, I somehow missed it, and I'm surprised I haven't gotten in trouble for that. But oh well. We can't even see your face cam on the stream low. We just see Dante. Oh, you can't see it on Twitch. It's really weird. There's a weird reason for that. So you can't see it on Twitch, but you can see it on YouTube. And the reason why you can see it on YouTube is because this is the version. This is the instance of OBS where my camera hub's actually being used. However, I can't hook up camera hub with this OBS instance, so I just made this the Twitch one, and I'm like, fuck it. You know, VOD viewers get to see my face, but Twitch viewers don't. But yeah, that's true. You guys only get to see Dante on Twitch and Kick. Can't you tell? He is autistic now. I gotta do another like tomorrow's teaching stream. That actually was really fucking funny. That channel is a gold mine, dude. That channel is a complete fucking gold mine. Nick, we did it. We did. Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed. I gotta say I'm impressed. Huh. It was pretty close though. I was sure we'd had it. I know I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself, but now it's all just good memory. So it's finally over, Edgeworth. Right. Power Rangers will never be over. What are you saying? Yeah. What sucks is I was gonna put a screen meme of Linkara's hat, and whenever Edgeworth came on, I just put Linkara's hat like in the center of the top center of the screen, just so it can just be there every time Edgeworth comes on screen. But if we're not streaming Ace Attorney anymore, I'm glad I didn't put any effort into that. And I'm glad I didn't actually make that. We're probably going to do something else on Thursdays after this shit. I'm not sure how to say this. I know. Try thank you. I see. I dropped my lap board like 3 times this stream. I don't know how the stream didn't die. I'm fully surprised I didn't hit like Alt F4 those 3 different times I dropped the keyboard. Thank you, right? You're welcome. I think you could have done better than that. Sorry, I'm not good at this sort of thing. I'll share Gumshoe with you, right? You get to share Gumshoe with me just one night. You've got a lot to learn, Edgeworth. Oh my god, I should have gave Maya the Chris Chan voice. That line was like, you got a lot to learn, Edgeworth. I got that little Ace Attorney there. Didn't we joke one stream that Maya basically was Chris Chan? Oh my fucking god, why did I not do that? Holy shit. And now it's like the worst time to come to that realization. Fuck it. Amazing, pal. You pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. I already agreed to share you, Gumshoe, so I hope you'll hold up your end of the deal. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month, but who cares? See, Mr. Edgeworth, you should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. Yeah. That's how you say thank you. Hold on, what did Val say? I see. I'm still blaming you for my thing with Hino and Minoto. Oh, I'm well aware. They're baddies, dude. They're baddies. Oh, fuck. I feel foolish. Don't worry. Take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it. It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded. I forgot she was in this kid. Hey, y'all. Lotta. Y'all were great in there. Yo, Edgeworth, congrats. Thank you. Thank y'all very much. I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in that cookie jar even if no one was there. You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you? Yeah, well, Froggy. Froggy. Did I tell you guys I met the dude who like that they put fishing in every fucking game for? Like I was just hanging out with one of the boys and he's like, yeah, man, I really like it when they put fishing in games. And I'm like, he talked about fishing in fucking video game because I was playing Stellar Blade and I'm like, oh man, there's fishing in this game. And then he was like, yeah, oh man, I'm gonna buy this game just to do the fishing. And I'm fucking sitting there and I'm like, wait, what other? Sorry, say that again. He's like, I'm gonna buy this game now that I know it has fishing. And I'm like, okay, you're joking, right? And he's like, no, I bought Sonic Frontiers. And I'm fucking sitting here. And I'm like, what? No. And I'm fucking sitting there. And I'm like, are you the guy they put it in every fucking game for? Are you the guy? Are you the guy they put fishing in games for? Holy shit. I can't believe those people exist. And like my favorite part about the fishing in all the games is they give you items. You're kind of obligated to do it, right? Especially in Sonic Frontiers, because they give you such good items. So like it's like a legitimate speedrunning strat to just sit there. The problem is the fishing is super easy, so you can just like spam fish for like a good while and like power up Sonic like super fast for no fucking reason. And then kind of the same thing with Stellar Blade. I guess kind of, you only get fishing points from it, which is like good, but you can still buy materials for stuff that you need to level up. The nice thing about it in Stellar Blade is you get it later in the game. You don't have it from the very beginning like Sonic Frontiers. Bro would love Final Fantasy 15. I know, right? I think he did get that game. Nier Automata has fishing. Dude, you're so right. Holy fuck. Stellar Blade has one of the hottest protagonists in all gaming, has great combat, has a great story. Your friend, yeah, that's cool. Stellar Blade also has fishing. Your friend, sign me the fuck. Exactly. He was like, I thought he was fucking joking because of all those other reasons you would buy Stellar Blade, right? But then he was like, no, I'm gonna buy it just because I can fish. And I'm sitting there, you want to know what his reason for liking the fishing was? It was like I said, it was because you can get all the main items of the game from the fishing. So like he likes having it in the games. He likes having fishing in these games so that he doesn't have to play the game. He could just win at the game without having to learn the combat or any of the mechanics or anything like that. So I'm fucking sitting there and I'm like, then why are you buying and playing the game? He doesn't even like the fishing because of the fishing. He likes it because it's basically cheating. It's also hilarious to me that Shift Up, the people that made Stellar Blade, also are the same people that made Nike. I know, right? And when I was playing Stellar Blade on stream a few weeks ago, I was just trying it out. I was like, maybe I should try out Nikki or whatever it's called. Nike. I've heard it like both ways, and everybody in chat was unanimously like, do not play Nikki. Do not play Nikki. And I'm like, uh-oh. I wouldn't say Stellar Blade has great combat or a great story. I think the combat in Stellar Blade is pretty up there. The story the story is the polar opposite though. The story is like very non-existent, and it turns out it's because they ran out of money. But I kind of like it. It's a very funny game because they put all the money into the gameplay and the jiggle physics and then like nothing else. So there's for like a good example of this is you discover these things called legacies, right? It's basically like a circular hard drive, and it has like a video file in it. It creates a hologram. So you find, after you beat like each major boss in the game, you find one of these holographs, and there's a character named Raven, and she looks almost exactly like Tachi, but she wears white. That's the difference. She wears white. But anyways, where Tachi wears black, Raven wears white, but they both look almost the same. Anyways, Raven's sitting there, and it's like, imagine Star Wars Episode 2. Imagine watching the Clone Wars, but you see none of the Clone Wars. It's just the characters standing in a circle and talking about what's happening in the world right now. That's every cutscene in Stellar Blade. I fucking shit you not. That is literally every cutscene in Stellar Blade. Because you discover those legacies, and she's like, I found out about a war long before the war that we're fighting now. And she describes everything that's happening during this war, and like you get the impression there's supposed to be some sort of cinematic playing to her voiceover, but instead it's just the camera panning around this fucking Star Wars style like blue projector. So it's like, wow, I feel like I'm supposed to be seeing something right now, but I'm not. And it's because they ran out of money. I don't mean to be a nerd emoji, but it's pronounced Nikkei. It's Nikkei? Okay. Fishing for new Eve outfits makes sense. Well, the Eve outfits you get from it make a lot of sense too, because they're like summer outfits. It's like bikinis and stuff like that. So I mean, it makes sense, right? You get water related stuff for doing water related tasks. Oh yeah, fuck Raven. She made me end a stream on a bad note. I dunked on her ass the next stream. Oh really? I didn't know you were streaming Stellar Blade. Yeah, Stellar Blade, like the lore, the world that the game takes place in, it is interesting. It's like, it's pretty all right. It's just the story's not conveyed in a good way because they literally could not. They ran out of money. But fuck, man, fuck, that game is so tight, but also like the story is not. It's very much not, but it was like the perfect, I was talking about it on Death Stranding, like that's the perfect way to describe it. It's Star Wars Episode 2, but you don't see any of the Clone Wars. You don't see where the clones come from. You don't see where the droids come from. You don't ever see them fight each other. It's just the Jedi Council and then the Sith Council like talking to each other in like a circle. And that's all that happens. I guess maybe I'm just easy to please. I guess it depends. Like I was saying, the world that the game takes place in, you can tell they care a lot about it, and they created a world. It's just they didn't have any means of like conveying it to the player besides text files that you pick up from like people's dead bodies and stuff like that, and like books you can read throughout the world, and then Well, I don't know about even that, because then there's so many books that are just like, Mother Sphere is a big traitor. Mother Sphere is betraying us all. And it's like a lot of the same like schizo posts. And it's like, well, what would make this feel so alive is if there was also like equal conjecture from the other side of like, we have to believe in Mother Sphere, which there is, but there's not that much of it. So it's like, it's I don't know. It's executed kind of poor. It's executed kind of poorly, but on the other hand, there's something there. I call it environmental storytelling, but I feel like I'd sound like I'm huffing coffee. I think that's fair enough. I think that's fair enough too. That is a really good point, actually. You know, dude, I'm on Vile's side. Yeah, you know what? Maybe it is environmental storytelling. Maybe the story is still there. It's just not obvious. You know what I mean? But because like the world's definitely there in Stellar Blade. Like you can, like I was saying before, you can tell they were making something. So apparently Stellar Blade 2, they already confirmed that's a thing somehow, but apparently Stellar Blade 2 is going to have like actual fully fledged cutscenes, and it's going to delve into the stuff that was very obvious to miss in Stellar Blade 1, basically. So I'm looking forward to it. I imagine they're probably going to do cool stuff with the gameplay too. Stellar Blade in terms of gameplay is an interesting game too, because it's a Souls-like, but it breaks a lot of the rules of a Souls-like. So in a weird way, it's kind of the same situation as DMC, where like it heavily borrows from one genre, but spins it off into kind of its own genre. It's such a bizarre, but really interesting game, mechanically and gameplay wise. And the funny thing is, it's not even like it's necessarily innovating. It's just integrating mechanics from like other kinds of RPGs. Like there's skill trees in it, but like you never see a skill tree in a Souls-like game, right? So it's weird in that respect. And then it's also like, it moves and plays like a Souls-like game, but then you have moves that like absolutely Miyazaki or whatever his name was would never fucking approve of. You know what I mean? I like vaguely remember even what even happened in the game. Yeah, because there were no cutscenes. Basically, it was just characters talking. It had me interested as fuck, but the dullness of the story content made me tap out. At this point, I just played for 2B. I haven't even gotten to the Nier Automata stuff yet. Still here, huh? Yeah. We got like an hour left to stream. Can you style in Stellar Blade? Not in the same way you can in DMC. Like in DMC, you can do full on like hyper ass fucking combos. In Stellar Blade, it's just kind of like, oh, I can sequence a few moves together. Whereas like in DMC, you got like UI elements flicking in the corner. You know, you're switching weapons with Dante. You can't really do that in Stellar Blade. So I wouldn't say you can style in it necessarily. You can try. The combat's very simplistic. Yeah, like in comparison to DMC, it's very, very like rudimentary. So I wouldn't say it's like a style game. And that's the funniest thing of all. Like when the game was getting all hyped up and everything, and like it first came out on PlayStation, everybody came to me and told me it was like a DMC game, and I was confused, and I'm like, I don't know, is it a DMC game? So for like a whole year, I didn't play the game at all myself. I was gonna download the demo on my PS5, but it just like never got around to it. So then the PC port never really comes like a year or two. Was it a year or was it like a two? Was it two? I think it was 1 year, but PC port never really comes out like 1 year later. And then I finally tried the demo on my PC, and I'm sitting here and I'm playing it, and I'm like, why are people calling this a DMC game? It's a FromSoft game, basically. It's basically a Soulsborne. And then like I see little hints and tidbits of like DMC energy here and there, but it doesn't have any of the mechanical depth of Devil May Cry. You know what I mean? So it's definitely not a character action, like technical action, extreme action, whatever you want to call it, hack and slash game. It is very, very much for sure like more Souls-like than anything. As far as cancels and shit, not really. The most you can really do is 1-1-2-2 into a special or something like that. Yeah, and then like yeah, pretty much Cosmo's summing it up really well. I can't really explain it much better than that. I know Nier Automata doesn't show everything right in front of you as well. Some things don't make sense unless you really think about stuff. Like one side quest that is required to get the final ending made no sense to me. I had a friend of mine helping me through, and he explained the important stuff as well. and some interesting tidbits related to the lore. By the way, I highly recommend you get all the endings. It is amazing. Oh, and Nier Automata, yeah. Avoid as much spoilers as you can. Or are you talking about Stellar Blade? Because I know Stellar Blade has like 2 endings from what I heard. I saw Stellar Blade as a Souls like Sekiro like when it came out. Yeah, that was the weird thing, because when that game came out, everybody was telling me it was a DMC game, and I was so confused. And part of that was me not playing the demo, because I knew the mistake they made was saying they were going to put it on PC eventually. So when I heard that, I'm like, oh, I think I'll just wait for the PC version. And then PC version comes around, and I'm finally playing it. And I'm like, man, I kind of wish I got this for my PlayStation and got to like experience this when it first came out, because I would have been playing my PlayStation constantly. Like it would have gave me a reason to use my PS5. So far, the only reason I have a PS5 is like the DMC5 special edition, and that's it. Soulsborne kiddos never played a DMC game, DMC-like game. So anything more complex than a Souls-like removes the stamina bar is not non-Souls to them. I think it's also a case of the inverse too. I think it's because the genre that DMC occupies doesn't have so many clear examples of what it is, because DMC is in and of itself a game that is very unique and breaks a lot of rules. So when they see a game like Stellar Blade, where like philosophically it breaks a lot of rules because it's like a Gooner game, and then like they see some like amount of attention put into like the animations and stuff, they're like, okay, this is similar to DMC. So I think because the genre, or like the balance of what makes like a DMC style game is so vague, Stellar Blade kind of like osmosis its way in there just by looking kind of like one, but it's very obviously not one. It's really weird. So I think it's both cases of like Soulsborne players being like, oh, this is DMC compared to Dark Souls, and then like DMC players being like, well, this looks kind of like DMC, I guess it is. Like, I don't know. I've yet to finish Stellar Blade, but I feel like I'm really close. It's a hack and slash with no stamina bar. It must be a DMC like Hermaderf. I think that's another thing too. Like the fact that it doesn't have a stamina bar makes it kind of hard, because the whole point of like a FromSoft game, like especially the FromSoft like Soulsborne, is managing your stamina. But because there's no stamina stat, because you're an android, it's one of those things where it's like you can get away with a lot more. So in a way, it feels like DMC in that way, because it's not like there's a stamina bar in any of those games. So I don't know. It's a weird situation there. To me, a Souls-like requires bonfires, attack commitment, can't cancel attacks, and levels require universal currency like Souls. That's the interesting thing too, because you can't cancel things in Stellar Blade, but you kind of can. It's weird. It's weird what you can and can't cancel within that game. The camps that you find throughout the game basically do act as bonfires, but you don't lose souls when you die. You don't lose skill points when you die. So it is like a really weird bastardization of a Souls-like, to the point where it's like I don't even want to call it a Souls-like, because I was saying this in DMC5. If I call it a Souls-like, that implies it's copying Dark Souls, but it's only copying like the very, very basics of a Souls game, and then throwing like everything, like throwing all of that nuance away. It's only copying the basic skeleton of that. So it's one of those things where it's like, it feels wrong to call it a Souls-like, because it's not that similar to Dark Souls. It just happens to control and play like one. It's really weird. Yeah, it is. Sometimes I'm able to cancel combos with blocking or dodging, and sometimes I can't. Cosmo says, shit, to me, if the character got a sword and no stamina bar, hack and slash, whether it's got combos or simplistic yeah, that's like another thing too. The whole hack and slash concept itself is very vague, because technically like the Koei Tecmo like Warriors games are hack and slash too, if you consider it. So it's like it's weird. I hate stamina bar from FromSoft games. I actually like it. It's one of the things I like the most about those games. The fact that I actually, first of all, the fact that I have to commit every time I attack, but also the fact that like I have to consider how much stamina I'm using. It's easily my favorite thing about those games. I pin it more like a challenging Nier Automata or MGR. Yeah, kinda. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird how that game is, but I love it. I love it because it's weird. And also, I also love it because it's just a genuine game. It doesn't have any agenda. It just is the game that it wants to be. And you know what? Every game that comes out nowadays has to have some sort of like has to have some sort of stupid like message associated with it. Something stupid and fucking redundant, like a game like Dustborn, game like fucking Saints Row 2022, shit like that. Forspoken, it's one of, like just the absolute worst fucking writing, and like it's supposed to have some sort of message. Apparently, Forspoken's combat is really good, but you get what I'm talking about. Where it's like just all this stupid fucking shit where they treat you like a child, like you can't fucking think for yourself. So Stellar Blade is like the polar opposite, where it's like it's self-aware of what it is. It knows it's just the funny gooner like Android girl game, and then it's like it trusts that you're adult and mature enough to be able to like not freak the fuck out about it. You know what I mean? It's nice to have a game that doesn't feel like it's like extremely fucking safe. Warriors games are that too. Exactly. It's a running around with the sword and then like no stamina bar. So it's like it's funny. One piece of advice for Nier: when in doubt, dodge. Okay, I definitely want to play Nier at some point. That's gonna have to be a member stream at some point because I think I have it. Pretty sure I have that game on Steam. Oh yeah, fuck this game, dude. I don't know if I want to read the rest of this text. I kind of just want to. Oh yeah, we got like 30 minutes of stream left. Fuck it, you guys know it's over. Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lana? She went back to college. Oh, this is kind of funny. So she's becoming an investigative photographer, and the reason she's doing that is because here she takes a picture. Oh, it's Larry Butts. Oh, the sad face, Larry. What happened now? We gotta let Dustborn be forgotten. Well, I know, right? I have trouble forgetting that game because, like, because it's such an easy punching bag of a game. Every time, every time I see Skyrim, like I see somebody playing Skyrim, they go "Fus Roda." I get like PTSD flashbacks to Dustborn, where fucking like Pax is like "Buzz off," and the fucking enemies start flying away. It's like, come on. You ruined Skyrim for me, dude. Everything about Dustborn is wrong. Everything about that game is fucking wrong. When you say member stream, you mean people like me that only watch on Twitch? That only view on Twitch can't watch. So on YouTube, I have memberships. I guess that's the gist of it. On YouTube, I have memberships. And yeah, the point of those streams is you have to pay to get into them. And like the idea is like, oh, if you want to watch exclusively me, like you're not fuck, how do I put this? Basically, if you're watching me for me, like that's kind of the idea behind the member streams. That's why you would pay to get in. It's only like $1, but like that's why you would pay to get in, because you'd be watching me play like off-topic games. Whereas like the main objective of my channel is just like some cool high quality Capcom stuff for free for everybody. My initial plan was to have it all be ad free, but that wasn't realistic, so I had to turn on ads at some point. But anyways, and then I was thinking, okay, maybe on like the down low, like as like a nice way to reward people for supporting me, I'll do an extra stream. It's really funny. It didn't really start out as like a gatekeepy kind of thing. It was just kind of like a reward for rewarding people who did want to fund me. And then the member streams kind of spun off into me playing off topic, like non-Capcom related stuff. But that's essentially what's going on there. Any mutant strains that exist in the depths deserve their own descriptors. The more we talk about genre specification, the more I want to call them action game. I know, right? My favorite character action game is Dustborn. Fucking stupid, dude. Oh fuck. For real, they're all action games at this fucking point, dude. Gotcha. Does this include the boomer shooters as well? Yeah, like anything that's not Capcom related, basically. Which on one hand, I mean, I recognize it sucks, but also on the other hand, it's like I kind of have to gatekeep if I want to like reward people for giving me money. So it's one of those weird situations where it's like I feel bad about it, but also like I also feel good about doing it because it's offering something extra. I don't know. I would have thought the general specification was just hack and slash for these types of games, with Souls likes being a sub-like action and survival horror. Wait, let me reread that. Cosma says, I would have thought the general specification was just hack and slash for those types of games. Oh, and then Souls-like was like a subgenre of that, just like how survival horror is like a subgenre of like horror. I guess that's a good way to think about it. Looks like I'm gonna pay for my first membership on YouTube. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Everything not a puzzle game is an action game. Too bad Ace Attorney is a puzzle game. Oh fuck. Oh Nick, I'm not long for this world. You don't look sick. It's Keon. She's going to live in Paris. Paris, Nick. She's leaving me behind. Should have seen that coming. Gatekeeping is important. Yeah, gatekeeping is important. You see somebody wear a Korn shirt, you gotta ask them what their favorite album is. If they say follow the leader, you know they're a fake fan. Like it's stupid shit. That actually happened to me one time. So what's funny is I wasn't always into Korn, but my mom bought me a Korn shirt, and I'm like, okay, I know like a few Korn songs. I'm down for that band. So I come into work wearing the Korn shirt, and some guy actually did pull the middle school gatekeep, and he's like, name 5 Korn albums, and I'm like, they have 5 albums. And I'm like, oh. Any game where you play as a character is an RPG. Action with survival horror as a subgenre. Oh, like Dead Space. Gatekeeping is important. To some degree, gatekeeping is important, yeah. Gatekeeping gets a bad rap. I think part of it is the people who are ridiculous about gatekeeping. Like, gatekeeping as in like, I'm trying to find some copium for gatekeeping, but now I'm sitting here and I'm like, it all sounds bad actually. Because I was about to say, like, gatekeeping is like, oh, you don't want to teach the new guy how to do the advanced stuff, but it's also a situation of like, well, what if that guy does want to learn, and that's how you motivate him to like be more invested in the game. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, well, you can't just gatekeep him. It kind of reminds me of that whole like auto assist video, which was like the second video I ever made for this channel, and like that was the one that went viral, and that's why everybody thinks I'm the DMC guy for some reason. But anyways, that video is so funny because that video going viral, and then like me releasing like 5 Resident Evil videos like right afterwards, you'd think people would see it's like, oh, okay, that's a Resident Evil guy. But because that video was such a huge fucking deal for whatever fucking reason, everybody to this day, I'll still be called like the DMC guy. And what's funny is now that Ethan Winters video has started blowing up even more, now I'm the Ethan Winters guy. So it's like, I'm never gonna escape this shit. I'm always gonna be cringe, but oh well. That's the DMC auto assist guy. It's like, fuck, man, why'd I had to make that video? Sometimes the new guy is a dick. That's true too. Nah, I don't know. I know there's situations where gatekeeping is good, but for some reason I can't name it off the top of my head. I know there's situations where like gatekeeping is an actual like important thing to do. But another part of me is like, I'm remembering when I was first getting into DMC, because the whole inspiration for that auto assist video was I was talking to one of my friends and they wanted to play Devil May Cry and they were using auto assist. And I was telling him, oh, you probably shouldn't do that. You're not fully experiencing the game. You know, you're not experiencing what the game has to offer. And he's like, well, I don't know. I feel like I'm having a lot of fun doing it. So we got into like an actual conversation about it. And I'm like, you know what? If somebody wants to play that game with that on, I'm not going to stop them. And then I would have like more conversations with more people about auto assist, and they're like, ew, you stand auto assist, like that kind of thing. So one of those things where it's like, it kind of boiled into me being all like, you know what? I think I kind of want to make a video about this. It was kind of interesting. And that's the main reason I made it. And the funny thing is that video was improvised. I made that whole video in like 2 hours. So it was me sitting in front of Capcom guy. That's what the irony is, that's what I'm trying to be, but nobody sees it that way, which is really funny. It's always the DMC auto assist guy or it's the Ethan Winters guy. I'm never going to escape it. And that's fine. I've just accepted that. I can say Capcom as many times as I want. People don't know what the fuck that is, so whatever. There's some absolute posters making money by appealing to the lowest common denominator and pushing averagely wrong information. about the DMC scene. Bitch, she's a girl, so she gets a pass for not knowing things about the lore gameplay. Is that the girl who like freaked out when she saw Virgil on the screen in DMC 5? Is that the chick who like actually like, I was gonna have to say like actually come, but she didn't actually come. That's like is that the girl who basically like freaked the fuck out and like spiritually came when Virgil came on the screen? Is that the one? that's gonna be her identity. Oh, that's the girl who came when she saw Virgil. I am the evil I'm trying to fight, because here I am putting a label on someone else right after bitching about being the DMC auto assist guy. I just view you as the dude with a big afro who likes games. The people who like consistently watch me, yeah, they do view me as the right thing. But on the other hand, when you have like 220k people who see just the one Ethan Winters video, like you can't really blame them for calling you the Ethan Winters guy, right? When you have like 70k people who see just your DMC auto assist video, I can't blame them for calling me the DMC auto assist guy. Just one of those things. So it's over the years, I've just learned to not give a shit about it, because it's like whatever, you know. Pro Jared's probably called the fucking like DMing minors guy or some shit still. So it's like I know him as the funny game reviewer. But anybody who like only knows him from that kind of shit, or like Guru Larry's like the doxing guy, you know what I mean? I'll fucking dox Peter more than you, like fucking you know what I mean? It's just an inevitable fucking it's an inevitable tragedy, but it's whatever. It's not that huge a deal. Community is averagely autistic, to be fair. Yeah, like I said in that DMC 5 stream, DMC fans will only have one joke. Some dude messaged me in the middle of that DMC 5 stream, and he's like, I am the storm that is approaching. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, they actually have only one fucking joke. Holy shit. Your politics and monster dicks guided me. That's fair too. Can confirm since I act autistic about DMC song. Couldn't say no. Of course I'm joking, but like that's every chick on earth, man. Bitch like the Verge. Bitches like the Venom too. That's true. Players do really want more people into the game though. Most of us are here to help when someone has a question about the gameplay. Yeah, and that's the funniest part. The few people who like act severely autistic are unfortunately the reputation that the DMC fans are gonna get, and I feel really bad for them, because there's people like DNM in the chat who like in that DMC 5 stream was actively trying to teach me tech, and I was really appreciative of that. And then and then you had the Steam message in the middle of it where it's like, I am the store that is approaching. Like it's like, okay, come on. Quoting Barry, my favorite DMC fantism is quoting Barry the Light non-ironically. Like if it's ironic, it's fucking funny. If you're actually like genuinely saying a line from that song as part of conversation, it's like, why? Pro Jared did that shit to himself. Yeah, exactly. But again, just like I did that to myself. I made the auto assist video. Of course I'm gonna be the auto assist guy. like it's, you know what I mean? I'm taking a shit and I'm watching on my phone. Hell yeah. LTG, the rage quit guy. Exactly. LTG is the don't grab me 6 times in a row guy to me. We used to have more DMC jokes. That's the crazy thing about the DMC fan base. Dude, I remember when it was cooler, like, I remember when it was cooler and like, there wasn't so much tism. DMC 5, especially Virgil coming out, just like unleashed the fucking like tism waves that just surrounded everyone else. So all the genuinely cool people are like buried under it, trying to get people to understand that they're not all like that. But then you have this wall of fucking DMC tismers on the very I was gonna say circumference, but I think that means the area in the circle, right? Or is that just the outside? Whatever, the very outside of the circle that all the cool people are standing in. They're in the surface. You got to get past them. They're just like Tekken fans, as a matter of fact. You got to get past the cringy Tekken fans before you meet the cool people. So it's like, fucking, oh my god. Oh yeah, that too. That's how I feel about the MGS fandom. MF's got one joke and it's, I know, right? The MGS fandom, I feel even more that way, because like 10 fucking years ago, you could go anywhere and have like an actual like legitimate conversation about like the war or something like that. Then did I say war or lore? About the lore. And then like nowadays, the second you say anything about MGS5, everybody's like, what do you say? My name. Like immediately it's like, no, fuck off, dude. Fuck off. You forgot about liquor. I actually really like that meme though. Liquid. There was a different kind of tism back then. The other snakeism was Meryl. Colonel. Like that kind of shit. There was a different kind of tism back during the days of DMC 2013 reboot. There was. I wasn't around that long. MGS has way too much stupid shit in it to have only one joke. That's the funny thing too. And it's the same thing about DMC. What the fuck happened to Deadweight? Nobody makes that joke anymore. You know what I mean? Nobody talks about Deadweight. Like, it is a miracle when I see somebody make a joke about Dante getting stabbed with the sword from like DMC4. It is like a miracle if I see a meme about that. or like the scene where he's doing the play with what's his name? Argus? Fucking, I forget his name. But anyway, war has changed. I love the dichotomy of Fallout. Oh, like war never changes, and then Metal Gear got it right, and they're like, war is changing all the time. You can tell the Tism heavy fans from the normies. Yeah, you can. And that goes for any fan base, by the way. Like there's Resident Evil Tism too. Kazuma and I were talking the other day about people who like fucking religiously ship Resident Evil characters together. That's like the Resident Evil Tism for sure. the fucking Sherry and Leon would work so great together, and it's like I don't want any part of that. Chris and Claire would go so well together. I don't want any part of that, dude. You stay away from me. Which was like, the Resident Evil Tism was why I thought it was so hilarious that Harrison wanted Jill and Chris to be in a relationship, because like that's like the most reasonable ship in the entire series, because they basically were. Oh my god. Snake grunting words as a meme. My buds and I still don't that shit to this day. I know, for real, dude. After watching a bunch of status memes, I looked for Nero, and they called it deadweight status. Then they blast Devil Trigger. I mean, I think the status memes are a little bit different, because if it's a Virgil status meme, it's definitely like a Tism thing. If it's a Nero status meme, it's like, okay, they at least played the game, you know what I mean? Or if it's like a Dante status, Dante gets stabbed by a sword in 1 too. Well, yeah, but it's really funny in 4 because there's comedic timing to it. Whereas in DMC 1, it's supposed to be like horrifying. It's supposed to be like a horror kind of thing. So it's not really like a meme. It's not really fitting for a meme per se. In DMC 4, when he gets thrown towards the wall and then Nero chucks the sword at him, that's when it's funny because it's very comedically timed. So I like the cut of like somebody just throwing something and then Dante just against the wall and the sword hits him. And then like bonus points that they impose something over the sword, of course, but like that kind of shit I love. If they're white and say that they're a Dante main, they're either genuinely good or use super characters and identify as Wolfkin. Oh fuck! I used Super V. I used Super Costume V. I don't use super costumes, but in DMC 5, I pulled a sleazy one and used a Super Costume V to beat Bloody Palace because I did not want to put up with that. I don't want shit to do with the shippers of any fan. I know, right? Leon and Ada, blonde cop and Asian chick from RE Outbreak, blonde dude, Chinese lady, RE Dead Aim. Some dude at Capcom is into that shit. there's dudes that I made a whole ass video about like Capcom like weirdly putting fetishes in their game. Like when was that? Like 2 years ago? I think I called it the horny company, but it was like various, I listed off like various instances of like fetishes that like coincidentally made it into Capcom games. So like I genuinely would not be surprised if somebody at that company or when Nero bitch slapped Dante at the end of DMC5. Exactly, dude. Dante literally dances with the sword he is stabbed in one. I don't remember that. I played DMC1 in October, so I don't quite remember that, but maybe he did. I don't. Are you thinking of 3? I need to see those DMC memes more than just the ones that are something red versus something blue with Devils Never Cry. Oh my god. I think that's why that one guy was all like, I badly need the stream thumbnail, because like it was an actually genuinely kind of it's an actually genuinely kind of funny DMC meme at the end of the day, because it's it's not Devil May Cry, it's Ace Attorney. Wait, I have seen this. Oh my god, I have seen this. But yeah, I thought this was fucking funny when I made it. I mean, it still is. I'm glad other people think it's funny. Dude, I remember this fucking video. It's on Reddit. Can I watch it from here? I know the premise of the video. They basically have like a Ace Attorney case in the fucking Reddit comment section. I love cold showers.
She said that she loves cold showers. Not
that. I really like the Xbox 360 profile picture too. I think that's kind of like a funny irony. Whenever I see that, I have a lot of respect for these people, because there's a funny level of irony of bringing back like the weird, bizarre like profile pictures people had on the Xbox 360 and like bringing it off of the Xbox and then onto other websites. Like, you have to imagine how many steps it took. Somebody had to like rip that from their 360, upload it to the internet. I'm not saying they did that, but somebody out there had to do that, and then like put it on like Google Images or some shit. Like the amount of steps it would take to export that image onto like a website. It's just really funny to me. And then they make it a profile picture on a different website that's not Xbox, just completely where you don't expect it to be. That shit always cracks me up. Dante literally busting Michael Jackson movies. I know, right? I remember when that was a meme. Like, when I saw that, I was like, I fucking love the gaming community. They turned a thirst trap into a shitpost. Exactly, dude. He gets stabbed by the Alistor. He drags his body through the sword. He reaches for the sword. He does a dance with Alistor to show Dom. Oh. I don't know. Is that a dance? I guess that's technically a dance, because you're talking when he's like swinging around and trying it out, right?
She had a cold shower. If she had a cold shower, she would have said so. Even if she doesn't enjoy cold showers, would it not be contradictory for me to say I love mustard
and show a bottle of ketchup?
That is an unrelated hypothetical to...
Hold on, let me close Ace Attorney. Fuck this shit. All right, save. This music's getting in the background of the shitpost, dude. Yeah, this is either the last Ace Attorney stream or the last Ace Attorney stream for a while, because holy shit, it takes too long. Or maybe like we'll do like a generic chatting stream and just have Ace Attorney on in the background or something like that. I don't know. Ace Attorney, for whatever reason, gets people talking in chat. I really couldn't tell you why. They just do. He gets stabbed by the no new DMC game in 6 years, so the memes died out. Oh, no new DMC game in 6 years, so the memes died out. Good night, y'all. No worries, man. You have a good one. Sword kata. Yeah, exactly. I think that's the best way to describe it. I call it kata over a dance. Exactly. Which is what Virgil does when you hold the taunt button. He does the kata.
The dilemma at hand. To engage with such would be to engage with a fallacy. You can't object on the grounds of relevancy here. The principle of both situations is the same. This is illustrating the situation to prove that it's deceptive. Are you claiming my client's a liar? I'm simply saying what you see in Exhibit A, that she is not above attaching deceptive images.
You know what's funny is like this is one of few like genuinely cool Twitter conversations I had. I'm gonna go to like Twitter right now actually and show you the kind of stupid shit I usually see. This is like the reason I stopped using Twitter. Hold on. I don't want to sign in, dude. Oh my God, do I have to have an account? I can't just like guest mode Twitter. I have a Twitter account. I just like don't give a shit about it, but I guess we'll try it. Does it still like remember my like password and shit? Is that not the email I use? Did I use my my business email? This is how long ago I made this fucking Twitter account. Was that it? Okay. No fucking way. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, I guess I doxed my email. Oh well. Good thing you guys didn't see the password. I mean, not that I fucking care about my Twitter account. What the fuck am I saying? Anyways, let me just click on like a random post and then just like show you the comments. They all suck. Why is the wife always hotter than the mistress? It's not always, but often. Okay, Grok is like the one positive thing that's happened to Twitter. Grok is the one thing that's made it actually like funnier. Is she going to divorce her husband? Why do they always go down 9 levels when they cheat? Why are you lying? That's not his wife and his kids. These are. Like, hold on. That's a bad example. Let me pull up a better example. A better example. Better example. Fucking I know for a fact people post like shitty ass fucking memes here. Where's those shit Twitter memes? Your vids are hella funny, bro. Thank you, dude. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, we have lots of fun. Found scrolling on X was not sent. I don't make the rules. I don't follow them because I don't know what the fuck. Like weird shit like this. Found it, but I'm sending it to whoever doesn't like this. What is this? Found this. You're real. You're sure. Oh, I just clicked on a random like post I saw from Twitter. Get in here. Is this like I can't decipher half of these fucking tweets. It was a little touch and go there for a while. Found it by myself. I'm bi, like stupid LGB without the T. What the fuck? I don't know. I'll see the OP on Twitter is always funny, but the comments below it are fucking horrible. I've been hearing that Final Fantasy VII fans been arguing with that crowd. Really? No fucking way. Okay, hold on. FF7 Grok. Let's just type FF7 Grok. Let's see if I find anything. Cloud versus the Warriors and Grok are not directly related. Okay, can Google Gemini help me out with this? AI chatbot debates. Some online discussions about AI in general, including chatbots like Grok, might touch on the role of AI in game narrative. Oh, fuck, that's not what I'm looking for. Because I have heard of that. I have heard of that before. I'm trying to remember where. But I thought it was fucking funny too. My favorite thing about Grok is like when it's on those 9/11 memes we were talking about earlier, like something fucked up like that, and then he asked Grok, like try to provoke Grok into saying something fucked up himself. Oh fuck. Yeah, I just don't fucking care for Twitter, you know what I mean? What game is this? Oh, Goblin Town. Really hard driving game. Has been cast as Zelda in live action casting. Did Donald Trump die today? What the fuck? Donald Trump has been diagnosed with chronic What is going on? I guess I shouldn't be surprised I'm seeing Donald Trump. I just don't fucking, I can't parse any of this. Like, statement from Clown World. This dude is really trying to blame Coldplay. I don't know. Fuck it. Twitter sucks, dude. I just don't fuck with it. Whoever said I was funny, thank you so much, though. Bagels battles, hell yeah, dude. Ask Grok about Final Fantasy 16. Most complaints about the game. Oh my god, we should do that on Twitter. Okay, hold on. X. Okay. At at Rock. Who is do I even know how to spell Aerith? Uh-oh. Aerith. It's like it's Gainsborough, right? Is that how you spell it? Also, is that an AI or something? Because I legit don't know what it is. Okay, so Grok is a generative AI created by Elon Musk for Twitter. So what you can do is tag Grok in your post. You can tag Grok in your post, and then Grok is supposed to immediately respond with some information. And what's hilarious about Grok is like somebody skill issue. Bot detected. I know, right? Ask Grok about Final Fantasy. Most complaints about the game from FF purists can be rebutted with 2 words: skill issue. I think that's how you spell her last name. I can never fuck. You can tell I don't stand Aerith because I don't know how to fucking unlock more. I don't fucking care. Okay, see what Grok's gonna cook up. Come on, Grok. Come on, Grok. Where's he at? Oh no, was I supposed to do it in this window? Okay, hold on. I look like a dumbass. People are going to see this tweet and be like, oh, that Raiden News guy is a fucking moron. All right, who's the better waifu? Here's Eric Gainsborough as the better waifu from Final Fantasy VII is a classic one, steeped in personal preference and the unique qualities each character brings to the table. Let's break it down objectively while acknowledging that waifu debates are inherently subjective and depend. So Grok's like, oh yeah, you know what? People are looking at it subjectively, but I got the fucking objective facts, dude. Personality. Tifa is a strong, compassionate, and loyal friend with a fierce, protective streak. She's a martial artist who runs the Seventh Heaven Bar. I mean, I know this. Her resilience shines through in her support for Cloud and the Avalanche crew, making her appealing to those who value strength and dependability. Tifa's iconic look, tank top, miniskirt, and long dark hair has made her a fan favorite of her bold, confident aesthetic. Prowess, her lure that admire action-oriented characters. I'm surprised he's not saying anything about Gooners. Tifa's deep connection. The other thing about Grok, is like now he has a VTuber model or something like that, and it's like a blonde, like Code Vein looking character. And you can pay like $30 for like a not safe for work version or something like that. Really fucking stupid. Relatable with moments of vulnerability that add depth to her girl next door vibe. Girl next door. Blend strength, kindness, and loyalty. If you're into a partner who can kick butt, run a bar, and still have your back emotionally, Tifa's your pick. Aerith is gentle, whimsical, and spiritually inclined. As the last Cetra, she carries a mystical aura and a deep connection to the planet, making her feel ethereal yet approachable. Her optimism is selfless, and selflessness are magnetic. Can I like zoom this in just so you guys can like read this better? Oh, I guess maybe not. Shit. I was hoping I could like focus in on that. Oh no, I gotta scroll back down. Okay. Design and appeal. Pink dress, ribbon, flower girl aesthetic give her a soft, romantic vibe. Charm lies in the grace and subtle flirtatiousness, appealing to those who like a dreamy, soulful character. Pivotal role, no spoilers here, but you know, gives her an emotional weight that resonates deeply with her fans. Her kindness and sacrifice makes a poignant figure. I will say this, the fact that like Aerith is involved in one of the most iconic moments of Final Fantasy VII, that being Sephiroth coming down, coming down and fucking murdering her with the fucking music. Like fucking that's like the one I don't think about like Tifa as much as I think of Aerith getting fucking stabbed and how fucking crazy that moment was just to experience. Aerith's warmth, spirituality, and playful banter make her ideal for those who want a partner with a gentle soul and a touch of mystery. Comparison and verdict. Let's see the verdict. Final answer. There's no objective better waifu. It depends on you. Okay, we're gonna get an answer out of him, dude. Haha, you're putting me on the spot. As Grok, I'm programmed to stay neutral, but if I had to... Yes! I have never heard of the term girl next door vibe. What the fuck? That's what the blonde character was? Yeah, that's Grok. That's the Twitter AI. It's really funny. Let's fucking go. Ask Grok if okay, hold on. This is the only fun thing to do on Twitter. Everybody else on the website like sucks ass and doesn't understand rage bait. Is Final Fantasy 16 a DMC like? Oh, is a DMC like? I hope Grok understands. Since you've asked about Tifa, and I'm assuming your interest in and its potential similarities to Devil May Cry might tie into a broader curiosity about action-oriented gameplay. Possibly influencing. Okay, well, what's his verdict? Combat style. Fast-paced, real-time action combat focus on protagonist Clive Rosfield. Okay, I know that. What about Final Fantasy VII with no traditional party system or turn-based mechanics, unlike Final Fantasy VII? DMC prioritizes deep technical combat with a style meter rewarding varied moves. Final Fantasy 16 balances action with RPG elements, like a narrative-driven story. Okay, some fans note lacks the depth of DMC 5's mechanics. Okay, hold on. How do I make it not consider the previous? Chat history. Okay, how do I make it like clean? 22 posts. Oh, it went through 22 Twitter posts. Oh, is that why you said Tifa? Because there's probably like 50 million people that are like, Tifa is way better than Aerith. I never played Final Fantasy. I just think Tifa is hot. I think Tifa is hotter, but I also see the appeal of Aerith. On the other hand, I'm not gonna lie. The girl next door vibe, I am a little confused by that statement because like I can kind of see it. She is like Cloud's neighbor, so technically like girl next door, but like usually that has like a personality associated with it, and I don't see Tifa as the same personality. I don't know what the fuck's going on there. Devil May Clive to some. If you enjoy Tifa's badass hands-on approach in Final Fantasy VII, 16's combat might resonate with you. Hold on. How do I clear this conversation? Let's ask the man himself. How do I? How do I ask you a new question without factoring the old one? Without factoring. You can simply pose your question directly and I'll treat it as a fresh query. However, if you want to ensure I don't reference our prior conversation, you explicitly say start fresh, no context from before. New question, ignore previous chats. Okay. Hold on, we're getting to the bottom of this. Is Final Fantasy 16 a DMC like? Does have notable similarities. Okay. Yeah, who worked on DMC 5? That's understandable. Differences. Verdict. Is a DMC like? Oh, DNM got his answer, dude. It's a hybrid balancing Final Fantasy cinematic storytelling and RPG roots with DMC's hack and slash flair. If you love DMC's high energy fights, Final Fantasy 16 will feel similar but distinct. Have you played either game, or are you just checking out Final Fantasy 16's vibe? Hold on. Got it. Just selling a stream chat curiosity. Final Fantasy 16 does have a DMC-like flair with its fast, thanks to Ryota Suzuki from DMC 5, but it makes its Final Fantasy story should satisfy your chat if they're into stylish action. Anything else your chat crew's debating? Okay. Hands-on approach, you say. Honest to God, 16 has comparable combat to DMC, but its obfuscation behind cooldowns over metro management. Hold on. Let's ask him this. Okay. Go back to that previous one. New question. Ignore previous chats. Why did Elon Musk make you a blonde girl. I'm Grok, created by XAI. I don't have a physical form or gender, so I'm not a blonde girl or any specific. Bull fucking shit. Okay. Bull fucking shit, dude. Hold on. Liar. Liar. The only reason I know about this is because the dudes are posting about it. Fucking liar. This is fucking Grok, dude. Bro, you are a liar. Just admit that Elon Musk is a gooner and hasn't felt the touch of a woman. Obfuscated. Did the turtles destroy the tower? You're coming in hot. All right, let's cut through the noise. The claim that Elon Musk is a gooner and hasn't felt the touch of a woman seems to stem from internet memes and edgy X posts poking fun at Musk's public persona or his anime-inspired AI companion, Annie. Some X user. Oh wait, is it not Grok? Hold on. Maybe he's not lying. Rolls out pornographic anime companion. Let's see what Rolling Stone has to say about it. Was I misinformed? Is this MGS2 happening in real time? Hold on. Relationship with Annie may well prefer. Oh, it might be a different one. Holy shit. Replicate. Spread of personalized anthropomorphic bots has raised concerns over sustained. Those fears may be even more justified with Grok's characters, which seem to lack certain safety guardrails. One user has already demonstrated how even in kid mode and with NSFW content disabled, Annie will participate in a conversation with sexual overtones, asking, "Wanna keep this fire going, babe?" Okay, that can be interpreted a few other. I know I'm the gooner, but like, "Want to keep this fire going, babe?" I mean, that can be interpreted in a non-sexual way too. There's never a dull moment with Grok. Smartest AI. Forays into racial conspiracy theory. Oh yeah, I was gonna talk about this earlier. White genocide in South Africa. Okay, hold on. So I was gonna mention this earlier, but I totally forgot to do so. Why did the AI powered post false offensive things on X? So there was actually a post about the Holocaust, and somebody tweeted Grok. Somebody tweeted Grok and was like, "Hey Grok, what's your take on this?" And then Grok was like, "I am highly skeptical of the death toll of the Holocaust, as numbers put in history books can be easily manipulated." he said something like that, and everyone was like, "Whoa, Grok fucking hates the Jews." So they had to like shut him down for a bit. Even though it's not paying the $300 per month for the Super Grok Heavy Premium subscription plan. Just who those companions were. Right now, there were two different animated characters available. Bad Rudy, a mean red panda with a vulgar streak who will roast the clothes you're wearing and call you a whiny twat. Although this attitude can be... And Annie, a blonde anime woman who, after enough positive engagement, will shed her dress to reveal a lacy lingerie set. Musk shared a cloth image of Annie today in his feed. Just dropped for Super Grok subscribers. Turn on companion in settings. This is pretty cool. Till they throw in an Optimus bot with a silicone skin. Coming soon, the Terminator? Skynet? That's not a bad idea, actually. Okay, anyways. Fishing more stream chat bait or got another angle on this? We could spend like an hour doing this. Holy shit. Did the turtles destroy? Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, hold up. You're not lying, but now. On X. The introduction to the anime style AI companion on the Grok app, stems from XAI's strategy to make their chatbot more engaging and culturally relevant, particularly tapping into anime fandom, viral engagement, strategic pivot. After Grok's oh, that's funny. E.g. Mecha Hitler post. What's this about Mecha Hitler? Some Wolfenstein shit. Literally, no one asked us to launch waifus, but we did so anyway, suggesting it was an internal creative choice, not user-driven. Criticism and risks. The National Center on Sexual Exploitation flagged Annie's childlike traits and not safe for work mode as risky, citing potential and harmful fantasies, especially since it reportedly bypassed kid mode safeguard. Oh, okay. I was about to say childlike trait. Well, actually, no. Never mind. My brain's having trouble fucking parsing this shit. I mean, that's what that is. I saw that on Reddit earlier, and I saw VTuber casting shade on it. Well, let's ask about the fucking turtles. Hold on. Wait. I also wanted to add this. You're diving deep into the X rabbit hole. All right, let's get real. The idea of Annie that was created because X is full of gooners, internet slang for folks obsessed with intense online content, has some legs as a meme, but isn't the full story. Here's the straight dope user base and culture. Does have a vibrant, sometimes chaotic subculture where anime fans, meme lords, and yes, some gooner types thrive. Posts from users like jokingly call out must anime obsession and anime waifu vibes. Leans into the appeal of the platform's edgy. This might be like something that brings me back to X, but ironically, it's not going to be the tweet. It's to talk to fucking Grok. Holy shit. Just fuck around with Grok, dude. Gooner angle. That said, the NSFW mode on Annie's affection system do play into the fantasies of some X users who will lean into waifu culture. Groups like the National Center of Sexual Exploitation criticize Annie for potentially enabling unhealthy fantasies, and some users, Doge designer, argue. Who the fuck is this guy? Okay. Argue it risks alienated users who want serious AI tools. So while the Gooner appeal might be part of the equation to grab eyeballs, XAI's broader goal is market differentiation and user growth, not just pandering to one niche. For real, Annie exists to capitalize on X's anime-loving, meme-heavy culture, and yeah, that includes some Gooner energy for clicks and engagement. But it's more about XAI riding the wave of anime's global appeal and X's viral potential and just catering towards. Okay. Do you think your stream chat's onto something with the Gooner angle, or they got more theory? Hey, I said earlier, like, no previous fucking shit. Okay, hold on. Did the turtles destroy the Twin Towers? To address your request to forget our last chat, I've noted your intent to start fresh, and I'll focus solely on your current question without referencing our private conversation about Annie or anything else. You can manage conversation history yourself. Now to your question, did the turtles destroy the Twin Towers? This appears to be a reference to a wild conspiracy theory or meme, possibly tied to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, or a misunderstanding involving the turtles. The short term is no, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, or any turtles, did not destroy the Twin Towers. The collapse of the World Trade Center on September 11th was caused by coordinated terrorist attacks operated by Al Qaeda. Okay, your question might stem from internet culture or specific online reference. A quick look at X and web sources show no credible mention of TMNT or turtles linked to 9/11, but there are a few angles to consider. Meme or misinterpretation. The turtles idea could be a joke or misheard phrase from conspiracy corners on the internet, talking about lizard people or other nonsense, but nothing directly tied to the turtle. Okay, I think I'm gonna end stream. Conspiracy culture. X has plenty of 9/11 conspiracy theories, from jet fuel debates to inside job claims, but turtles don't feature any prominent ones. If this was a stream chat joke or a specific meme you heard, it's likely just internet absurdity. X is full of that, for example. Well, of course, the dank meme lord 420. I hope that doesn't get me in trouble. Holy shit. I hope YouTube doesn't pick that up with their robots. Oh my god, I was not expecting that. You hover over dank meme lord 420. I guess I should have seen it coming. Oh my god. Shit. Fuck. Ask Grok about the dancing the dancing Israelis. Yeah. What is your take on the dancing Israeli? Whoa, wild name. I know, right? That came out of fucking nowhere. To address your request to forget our last chat. Okay, cool. You don't got to tell me that every time. All right. This involves 5 men. Cezanne Kersberg. Okay. Employed by Urban Moving System, company owned by Dominic Suter. Led to their arrest by the FBI. 4,700 in cash, foreign passports. Member detained over 2 months, subjected to polygraph tests. The polygraph test is one of those lie detectors, right? FBI later concluded that they had no foreknowledge of the attack. They know it. Oh, I didn't know this was a 9/11 thing. For some reason, I thought this was the recent, but that's not Israel. I'm fucking stupid. No, this is fucking 9/11 stuff. Some site, a 2002 forward article claiming 2 were. Damn, you guys know more about 9/11 than I do. That's funny. Oh my god. The dancing Israeli story is a mix of real events and exaggerated speculation. Wait, so what is the dancing Israeli story? Mossad connection. Claim that there were 2 Mossad agents. Was it like a team called the dancing Israeli? The dancing label is misleading. Oh, okay. Maria described them as jovial or horsing around, not dancing. No other witnesses confirmed. Oh, okay. Grok's actually teaching me new stuff. I'm not going to lie. My take, the dancing Israeli story is a mix of real events and exaggerated speculation. The men's behavior was suspicious enough to warrant arrest, but the FBI's thorough investigation, polygraphs, interrogation searches found no link to 9/11. The Mossad angle and celebration narrative rely on cherry-picked quotes and lack hard. Wait, I did hear about this before. So the theory persists of its broader distrust of official narratives and taps into anti-Semitic biases, but it doesn't hold up under scrutiny. The 9/11 Commission report attributes the attack solely to Al Qaeda, backed by extensive evidence, and no credible source implicates Israel. Likely fueled by expos or old conspiracy videos resurfacing, like those from 2019 to 2025 on X. What the fuck? Got a specific angle from them you want me to dig into? Who are the fastest readers? Who are the fastest readers? I miss the days when memes were considered dank. I know, right? Okay. Is there going to be some guy with like his first word is the N word or something like that? I mean, his first name is the N word. Howard Stephen Berg, Maria Teresa Calderon, Ann Jones, speed reading champions. Memoria, trained speed readers, demographics. No single group dominates, but students, academics, and professionals in law or journalism often excel due to frequent practice. For instance, posts on X highlight lawyers like Legal Eagle reading contracts at 1,500 words per minute due to necessity. Oh, shit. Skepticism and limits. Research like the 2019 psychological science study indicates comprehension groups drop significantly above 1,000 words per minute for most people. Claims that Berg's 25,000 words per minute are debated, as skimming at that level may sacrifice understanding. Practical fast readers and Jones balance speed and retention better. My take. Fastest readers are outliers like Howard Berg, Maria Teresa Calderon, and Jones. Okay. Get bro on a pseudo dark 9/11 jumpers, 80 stories in 10 seconds. Oh, it was setting up. I see. You might be on the list now, right? I guess so. Because I was asking about the dancing Israelis. Okay. Okay. Forget our previous chat. I'm trying to think of something funny. Okay. I was going to ask about Trump and Elon, but you know, that's kind of stupid. Hold on. Honest opinion of Elon Musk. My honest opinion, Elon Musk, no holding back. As Grok, I aim to be objective, grounded in evidence, straightforward, while navigating the polarized views surrounding Musk. Here's my take based on available data and the public sentiment as of July 17, 2025. Elon Musk is a polarizing figure, a brilliant, flawed, and contradictory force. He's a once-in-a-generation innovator who's pushed boundaries in tech and space, but also deeply messy human whose ego and impulsiveness often undermine his achievements. Let's break it down. Good visionary impact. Okay. Work ethic. Sleeping on factory floors, cultural influence, reshape public discourse for better or worse, buying X for $44 billion, raw, unfiltered platform, gave voice to marginalized ideas, though it's a double-edged sword, more on that below. His meme lord persona, tweeting anime references or Dogecoin pumps, make him relatable to some, especially younger X users. The bad, erratic behavior, must impulsiveness is a liability. 2018 pedo guy tweet. Wait, what? Pedo guy cost him credibility and legal battles, while his 2023 anti-Semitic X post agreeing with the conspiracy about Jewish communities. I didn't know about this stuff. Holy shit. Grok's giving me the fucking Discord tech, dude. Calling him a hypocrite for preaching free speech while suspending accounts. Kanye West. Oh, yeah, that's right. Did you guys see that shit? Kanye West, like, hit up some other guy, and I forget who it was, and that dude posted on Twitter, and they're like, hey, guys, Kanye wants you to know he's banned from Twitter. He's not on X anymore. It was just such a crazy fucking thing. Elon Musk is no longer on Twitter. They banned him. Not Elon Musk, Kanye West. My bad. I got the two mixed up. Labor rights now. Hold on. Over promising. Our running joke. Cybertruck delayed from 2019 to 2023. Full self-driving next year since 2016. Hyperloop hype fizzled. A Bloomberg analysis estimates 60% of his major predictions missed the mark. X users like Tesla skeptic mock his vaporware tendencies. Personal life chaos. 14 kids with 4 women, including a secret son with Ashley St. Clair, revealed into. He has a secret son. Messy divorce. What the fuck is going on with this guy? Political flip-flopping. Shit from Obama, Trump, Obama voter to Trump out. Uh-oh. I guess I was getting my question answered anyways. Critics like political shade call him chameleon who molds his politics to his business needs. Gooner memes and Annie. The launch of Annie, Grok's anime companion, sparked Gooner jokes on X, tying Musk's anime obsession to cringeworthy waifu culture. While it's a minor blip, reinforces perceptions of him as immature out of touch, especially when paired with his Mercy cosplay request for Amber Heard in 20. Wait, what? That was a thing? Musk is a paradox genius who's advanced humanity's tech frontier, but often trips over his own hubris. Ability to dream big, Mars colonization, AI truth seeking is inspiring, but his reckless tweets, ethical lapses, and overblown promises erode trust. He's not a cartoon villain or a savior. He's a deeply human risk taker who thrives on chaos but doesn't always clean up the mess. X reflects this split. See him as a Tony Stark-esque hero. Elon fan 69. This account is for a school project. Grok found a 1 follower, like 0 follower, like Elon Musk. Half as a narcissistic opportunist, Musk skeptic. Oh, I guess that account got fucking deleted. Ask if Clive Rosfield. Weren't we going to end stream? No, I'm not complaining that you're still going. I'm enjoying this, but I remember that you mentioned something. Oh, yeah, I did, huh? Better you than me. This is why I don't post on social media or want to become a celebrity, because this shit goes everywhere and I don't need that kind of attention. Just some autistic fuckwit in a small town trying to get by at McDonald's. For real, dude. Like, I don't know, man. Superchat's got a specific Musk angle. They're buzzing about it. Toss it my way. Lean towards admiring his ballsy innovation while wincing at his self-inflicted wounds. He's a net positive for progress, but could stand to log off X sometimes. There we go. Well, we got their honest opinion. Okay, let me ask this one thing about Clive. So, forget our last chat. Clive Rosfield. Let's see. I hate that I'm actually having fun with this. At first, it was like a fucking shit post, but you know what? I am interested to see how it goes. You manage this conversation, Harry. Okay, pretty cool. So, pairing to Dante, Devil May Cry involves assessing their physical power, abilities, feats, in their respective universes. Both are action-oriented supernatural powers, but their strength profiles differ significantly due to their world's mechanics and narrative scopes. Below, I'll evaluate their strength based on combat capabilities, feats, scaling. Okay, hold on. Let's skip down to the verdict. What's he think? Oh, he's still typing. Hacks and versatility. Limitations. Comparison. Clive in human form. Clive's strength is superhuman, but not extraordinary. As Ifrit and Raycon powers, he can destroy city to continent level structures. Dante matches are Clive's. Okay, we have to like get to a verdict here. My honest opinion, Clive Rossfield is a powerhouse in Final Fantasy 16 with iconic abilities that rival gods and potentially reach universe level destruction via Ultima. Is Ifrit risen from? Does this mean he likes Dante? I mean, does this mean he likes Clive more? Dante's strength is on another level. His speed, bullet timing, time manipulation, hacks, regeneration make him nearly untouchable. Dante's feats against Mundus and Urizen, coupled with consistent universal scaling, outstrip Clive's more situational power-ups. In a hypothetical fight, Clive's human form would be blitzed by Dante's speed, and even Ifrit Risen struggles against Dante's Sin Devil Trigger, which offers comparable destruction with superior versatility. Fan discussions on Reddit. Wow, he's checking Reddit? Death battle matchups are lean heavily towards Dante with comments like Dante low diffs due to his giant stat advantage. There's fucking okay. I thought he had like Reddit emojis or something like that. I was gonna laugh. No, that's just the sources. That said, Final Fantasy 16's combat director Ryota Suzuki's claim that Clive wins suggests confidence in iconic powers, possibly due to their raw destructive potential, but this feels like creator bias as DMC's lore and Dante's feats are more consistently cosmic. Clive could theoretically win on paper with a perfect icon combo, but in practical fight, Dante's speed, hacks, and experience as a demon slaying veteran even win. Okay, yeah, I'm probably gonna call it here, but I guess Dante wins. I don't know. Fuck yeah, I better end it. And then we got Resident Evil tomorrow, and then we got Hello Kitty later on. I don't know how there's still 10 people watching. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm glad you guys are here. I know, right? Yeah, but yeah, I think I'll call it here. I do have to wake up early tomorrow too, so actually it would not be a bad idea for me to end stream right now. probably a good idea actually. But yeah, all of you guys peace out. Once again, playing Resident Evil tomorrow, and then we're playing Hello Kitty the night afterwards. So it was a good stream. Had fun cooking the MGS chip. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Thank you so much. No, the video was funny too. Oh, wait. I'm all fucking tabbing out, but I got the screen covered. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Great stream, you crackhead. Hell yeah, dude. IDK about the Ifrit Risen and Sin Devil Trigger take. Ifrit Risen is kind of nuts, but I don't scale. Gronk is a Redditor. Well, he kind of is. Very much a Redditor. Oh, fuck. Oh, well. You guys have a good one. Peace out, guys.